Good evening and welcome back to the Mancunian Way. I shouldn't really shout like that. Hope everyone is all good. My name is Martin. I am your host. Yeah, and it's after dark. We're not done one of these in a while. So I thought we'd do one. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk FA Cup draw to Real Madrid to every single thing we can. So yeah, sit back, enjoy for the next few minutes. Hours. Probably do a couple of hours, no doubt. I am just setting up the poll in the chat. Let's have a look. Target. What do I want target as? What do I want target as? I want target as. Yeah, we'll do 115 because I do like 115. I do like the 115. Right, don't forget this is also your show to phone in, which will open the lines in a bit. So we will go through that. So let's do some good evenings first. Good evening to Martin's After Dark show. That sounds so dodgy, that Mingy one. Hold up. Hope we all had a great day. And please subscribe to give it a thumbs up. Yes, that really does help. I couldn't do about half an hour, but would love to come on. Again, always welcome, mate. You know that. Get your questions in if you wish to. Yeah. If you don't feel like coming on, you can always just stick your questions in here. Liverpool might be back, like what? Because they won a game. Don't do this. Don't do that. You lot are back so quickly. What do I think of the 21-man City travelling squad? We will discuss that as well. Evening.
Hello there.
Hello. Also, by the way, the channel's going to be, I did warn you, it's going to be very different this week. We will be back to regularly scheduled programming next week. This week, everyone's here, there, and all over the place. So, I promise you, well, should we just tell them? There's no Blues Down Under, there's no Stateside, and there's no Thursday night chat this week. Due to availability, me going away, and all sorts of things going on. So, yeah. So, but there will be a Thursday day show. We're going to try and sort that out. If me and Ozzy can do something in the day, but there'll be no Thursday night chat at night.
Yeah, we're having a winter break like what European leagues do.
It's hard because when it gets near Christmas, they work and people get working more because they want Christmas off. and all sorts of things. We'll go through the travelling squad because I think City and Real Madrid were playing the who cannot take their strongest squad into this game today, which was kind of funny. Good evening, DC. How the devil are you? Hello, Kath there. Hello, Connor. Dash, thank you for the Samaritans. Brad, how you doing, mate? Not seen you in a while. Hope you are good, my old mucker. Connor's with us. BB is with us. Predator is with us. Hello, Chrome is with us. Smashing those 13 months there. Big up yourself, mate. Big up yourself, Chrome Abyss. Thank you so much. Smash those likes, people. Yes, really does help. Evening, girl. Hope he's very well. Hope, I can't speak at the minute. My brain is not engaging with anything at the minute. Honestly, I'm having a nightmare.
Sounds like someone's already on holiday.
Today. I don't know. Italy got robbed today. VVD clear. I'm not seeing it, so I won't lie. Here is my predicted starting. I will star that and come back to it. Any updates on the winter market? Nope, not really. I'll go into what I've heard on Liberamento, if you want. We are 100% going to battle Exeter. Do you know what? We'll get into that in a minute. Is the news about Semenyo true about his preferences Liverpool? No idea. If it is, Kate. Liverpool always getting the penalties we never get. Big up Nick. Big up Poonet. How are you doing? Lee Gates, shout out to Martin. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Thank you. Happy birthday for 43 minutes. Why do you think I'm doing it after dark?
Wait, is your birthday today?
10th of December.
Yeah. Okay. Well, happy birthday from this end. Many happy returns.
My birthday's already happening.
We've been kicking off for 10 hours, mate. What are you on about?
Yeah, but it is. It's the 11th for you, 10th for me. Yeah. Live with shit. They got a pen. Yeah. I blame Pat. We all blame Pat. I blame.
It wouldn't be a mar without blaming somebody.
What's everyone starting 11? We'll get into it. Right. Good evening, mindsettle gents. Predictions. Well, I'll go into it. We will talk about it. But I'll tell you what, come on, Louis should beat Real tomorrow, whatever situation they are in. Jesus. You're confident. Is it true about, and we'll go into it. I promise you, we'll go into it. Happy 50. It's not my birthday yet. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Happy 60. It's not my birthday yet. We're not there. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I'm going away. Thank you, Blue Heart. See, Blue Heart's there's got something. Pat, will you just talk to the people while I just try and do something? But one sec.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I was expecting
he's meant to be a host on this channel, and you can see he's falling apart like bloody anything there.
Yeah, well, it's the middle of the day. My mind's other places at the moment. So just be glad you're not talking to yourself. Look, I hope everybody's doing well. Just been a mad busy few days, actually a couple of weeks for me, to be honest. So just been trying to catch up all things Manchester City at the moment. And just looking forward to the holiday season. Looking forward to being over in January as well. I don't know. I suppose everybody's pretty happy that we got, a team like Exeter in the first round of the FA Cup, which I will be over for. So got to be happy with that. You can't really complain too much. It's nice to have a quote unquote easy fixture, with all due respect to Exeter. But given the fact that these next few weeks are going to be absolute chaos, who we're playing, what we're playing for, and stuff like that, I think it's really important anyway. So yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah. Let's see who's in here. Everybody's just been wishing Martin a happy 50th or 60th. So yeah, basically. Chrome Abyss, 13 months. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure, mate. Thank you so much. Still feel like I'm getting ready for the day. You muted, mate. You muted, mate.
Yeah, sorry, my apologies there. We'll start with the Real Madrid stuff if you want. because I don't think everyone wants to talk about. We'll get into the FA Cup draw, but they're travelling the official 21-man squad, travelling over to the Bernabeu. Well, already over there now. Is Donnarumma, Trafford, Bettinelli, Rico Lewis, Nunez, Kushinov, Diaz, Gavadio, Ake, Aït-Nouri, O'Reilly, Nico, Bernardo, Reinders, Foden, Oscar Bob, Savinho, Ryan Cherka, Erling Haaland, Omar Mamouche, and Jeremy Doku. So no Ortega. Ortega's not gone over there. Who else is missing from that squad?
Obviously, Rodri and Kovacic.
Rodri, Kovacic, yeah.
Oh, and Stones. Yeah, and John Stones.
And Stones, yeah. So what do you think about that? I know there was a lot of bull because I know we'll get into it as well because Real Madrid have been dropping like bloody flies today, which, by the way, I don't fully believe. I think they're playing games.
Yeah.
Real Madrid. But we'll get into that as we're going along.
No, I agree with you. It's not the first time, won't be the last they do it. So, yeah. Just take what they do with a pinch of salt because, when it comes to game time, it'll be completely different.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think of that squad, though? You happy with it?
Yeah. As good as it can be for the opposition that we're playing. So, yeah, I can't really fault anybody with that. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. I mean, for me, I honestly, I thought he'd have taken a few with the youngsters, not Mikasa, Heskey and all them training.
Makaidu and all that, yeah.
I thought he'd have taken them. Now, he may still do, they just might, do they have to be registered? Let us know in the chat, do they have to be registered? I don't know. Because the chat and everything seems to have frozen at the minute, which is very weird.
Yeah.
That's what I was just checking then. I'm not sure there's a YouTube issue. Because the chat's, nobody's even chatting now, which is weird. It's coming through on here, but it's not coming through on StreamYard. We're not getting your things. One sec. This is what I'm trying to check. That's why I'm checking on YouTube. You're getting them all. It's not connected.
I'm not getting them either. Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, they're just starting to come through now.
Oh, we started again now.
They've all loaded up now, I think. Yeah, hang on. Because I just put a comment in a few minutes ago.
Right, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's starting to.
We're getting nothing there for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay. So we'll keep this going as long as I didn't know about that. I've had no notification that there was issues. Typical.
It seems to be working. Okay now.
Yeah. Well, we'll just see how we go for. See how long we last for. I'm quite happy with that squad. Quite happy with everything that's going on. Where you at with the Real Madrid stuff, Pat? So we're gonna open the lines in 5 and we'll see if they.
Yeah, hang on. You just frozen as well too. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen the full thing because I think a lot of these headlines come out in the middle of the night here. But obviously, there's probably going to be a massive meltdown with Madrid at the moment, given the fact that they lost 2-0 at home to Celta Vigo over the weekend, and had something like 3 red cards or something as well. And I mean, we can all have our own reactions about how we feel about Madrid getting red cards and why even bother giving them red cards because they always seem to successfully appeal them. I don't know the full story, so you might have to just fill me in on it, basically. But
well, they've been sort of dropping like flies all day, this Real Madrid issue, which because Mbappe pulled out. I don't know whether I fully believe that Mbappe pulling out. Camavinga's out. Obviously, they had 2 red cards the other day.
3, I think they ended up with 3, didn't they? One was off the pitch. One was off the pitch. Yeah, Endrick was unused sub and he got a red. Yeah.
Man, okay, there you go. Then I'll tell you, it was weird because they just kept going through and they were just running out of players. It was hilarious. I'm just trying to get the actual list now. There was a tweet earlier with the full list on it. Right, so Camavinga's ruled out with an ankle injury. Up to 8 Real Madrid players could miss Wednesday night. So the full list of the potential 8, some are 100% are out. But first of all, you've got Milito's dealing with a hamstring injury. Yep. So there's number one.
Militao, yeah.
Militao,
he's out for a while.
Yeah, so he's definitely out.
Carvajal's not entirely back yet, is he? No.
Do you know why can't the internet just be simple? What's going on tonight? Yeah, so Militao's out.
They reckon
I've
there's
never
even a chance
thrown
of
things through my window.
Yeah.
You're about to see me do it. Right, Militao is out. Trent is out as well till 2026. Dean Huijsen is also a doubt for the club due to a muscle injury. Carvajal recently underwent surgery to treat a knee problem. Alaba is out as he's a doubt as well. Mendy's a doubt. He's only just played once. Mbappe is also understood to be dealing with discomfort in his left leg and has missed Real Madrid's open training session today. And Camavinga was also absent owing to an ankle injury, which was confirmed earlier today. So they're all dropping out at the moment. I don't know how much I believe it because I don't believe Real Madrid a lot. Good evening, Ed. How are you?
Pick up the chat, pick up the channel.
Where are you at, Ed, with all these so-called Real Madrid have everyone out? Do you believe it? Do you not believe it?
Mike's a bit.
Oh.
You sound a bit underwater, mate. Yeah.
You can tell this is live because we're all having nightmares.
Yeah.
If it's live and it goes
live,
wrong,
live TV at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out.
95% of it's not our issue. YouTube have decided to have a nightmare tonight. Now I can know about that. YouTube been having issues all week, actually. Am I getting bloody power? All over the gaff. Right. Yeah, he's going to try. He's gone to his phone. Try now, mate.
Is this better?
That's much better. There you
go. No, I was just saying that I the only ones I'm really questioning are really the Mbappe and Camavinga one. I mean, all the other ones seem like. I mean, Militao's one seems serious. He was carried off the pitch, right? We know Trent's going to be out for sure, and we know Carvalho's been battling back from what Rodri had. So, I think their back line is definitely compromised. Now, if you're talking about Mbappe and Camavinga, I don't know. But I do see this as an opportunity for us, even if we do rotate players, that we can get something out from this game. Even I'm thinking about a draw right now, but if we walk away with a win, I'm not going to be surprised either.
Oh,
I think now's a good time to play him. I have to say, I think now's a good time to play him, gentlemen. I don't know if you'd agree.
Morale, the morale's low over there. Some of the players don't want Alonso there.
Yeah, because it's a completely different, environment there now. Like the days of Ancelotti are gone. You always thought that whatever squad they put out there, there's always going to be a sort of cohesiveness, and they'd always still be able to play quality football for 90 minutes. But it's a new manager, new players, a young manager coming in with a whole bunch of egos that he's got to learn to control as well. It's going to be tough. And given we talk about other clubs in England having a cutthroat fan base, Madrid are probably the most cutthroat of any football club in the world, and justifiably so because of their success. So the question then becomes: is how much pressure does Xabi Alonso have on him right now? Because yes, he is a good manager. He's got the success to back it up already in his young managerial career. But Real Madrid aren't the sort of club known for hanging around and just sort of quote unquote trusting the process, basically.
Yeah.
So now is a great time to play them. We talk about it, we laugh about it. We know that we'll probably eventually meet them in the knockout stages of the competition. But I'd certainly love to win this game because maybe it would be funny because we talked about wanting to beat Leverkusen and this just becoming a free hit. Well, now this seems like this seems like this might actually be a better opportunity of actually getting a win, as much as Leverkusen was, given the rotations that we did and the poor performance we had. But I think if we were to get 3 points away at Bernabeu, I think it pretty much definitely settles us in the top 8 and just makes those last 2 fixtures in January and much, much easier for us as well.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. It's interesting to see how Pep does take this game. If he does play the team, the heavy hitters in this game or now to rest them, because we were able to rotate in that game. I think, you're seeing what having a manager like Pep is right now compared to Arteta when you're talking about rotation. Even if fans might not like it at times, even if fans want this player to play or that player to play, you need to rotate throughout the year. And I think that's what having experience does in these type of title races.
So who would you rotate tomorrow? By the way, the chat for us is frozen again, so we're way behind. So we will come back to the chat, I promise you. It's not our fault. There's a YouTube issue at the minute, so we will come back to it. I do apologize. So, all right then. Well, let's say I'm going to give you 2 and 11 now. Donnarumma, O'Reilly, Nunez, Gavardio. I'm going to same 11. Yeah?
Same 11 as Sunderland.
Same 11 as Sunderland. Who are you resting, Ed, for tomorrow then? Looking at our bench.
I'm bringing on Marmoush for Doku because I think Doku, he's known for picking up not a hamstring, but he's known for pulling something in his leg. We need him for that AFCON stretch. So I would probably rotate Doku. Let me see who else, right? Because he played the full 90 against. Wait, did he play the full? No, Savinho came on for Doku, right, against Sunderland.
Would anyone give Savinho a go? And no, I'm not.
I mean, it's a shout because Champions League's been more of his forte this season. He's been much better in Champions League.
That's what I'm saying. The game.
You could do it on the right. You could put him on the right though.
I think you'd be more inclined to put him on the right. Because then the question then becomes is where would you put Cherki? But the thing is that just because Cherki had a fantastic game against Sunderland doesn't mean he's going to have a fantastic game against Real Madrid. I think a young, raw talent like that with the Maverick sort of tag to him, you're not going to be able to do the flair and sooner or later big clubs learn how to figure you out. That's how you develop your game as a young player. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see Cherki get rested for this game. It'd be interesting to see him play, but I just feel like if he just gets intercepted for a couple of bad passes, all of a sudden all that flair and all that quality that we saw against Sunderland will be forgotten and they'll start getting onto him.
They're all saying no. Cade's gone hell no. Ashgood no. Cade no. Super City said play Savinho tomorrow. He knows La Liga.
Yeah. And when he played at Girona, he played very well against Madrid the last time I checked as well. Ed, the only thing I would maybe slightly disagree with you about with Doku is I'd be more willing to put Doku out and put him on the left too, because given the fact that basically Real Madrid does not have a recognised right back / right wing back at the moment, Doku could feast whoever they choose to put in there as an alternative while they're dealing with basically no depth on the right side of defence. I think there's a great opportunity there for Doku just to absolutely tear him to pieces.
Yeah.
Well, how about someone's putting a great one here from Neil Hanstock? Would you start eating Nori tomorrow?
I mean, we just haven't seen enough of them. Pep has to make that decision based on training, to be honest.
Well, there's all sorts. There's Kushinov, there's Ain't Nora, there's would you bring in Reinders? I don't know.
I'm going to agree with you slightly on Reinders just because he seems to perform better in Champions League as well.
Yeah, I think you'll see Reinders in for Bernardo because Bernardo needs a rest.
Okay.
Yeah. And if things go well and, we say got like a maybe 2-1 lead or something and with 20 minutes to play, I think you can definitely see Bernardo come on.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
just to establish that sort of control, just grab the game by the horns if we're looking to try and even if we're just trying to hold on to a draw.
Yeah.
Okay. Is tomorrow a must win?
No. I wouldn't say I would hope we get a draw at this game.
Must draw.
Yeah. I would say must not
So
lose.
must not lose.
You could call it a must draw, yeah.
Because I know we're saying Bodo Glimp and Galatasaray or not or must wins. We're gonna beat, but you don't want to say we have to win the last two. With you don't want to go in with that like that when we're trying to do it in the league and Carabao Cup and now the FA Cup. Like I don't know if you want that type of mental
Galatasaray
strain.
lost tonight. They got beat by Monaco 1-0.
Yeah.
And did Bodo Glimt playing tomorrow?
They usually play same day as us.
Right, Bodo Glimt's tomorrow. Looking at it.
Where's Galatasaray ranked, Martin? In the
Galatasaray 17th currently.
Yeah, see, they're going to be fighting for their lives.
Well, how many points are Galatasaray on at the moment? Because we're on 10, I believe, at the moment.
Right, I am going to try and refresh this because everything's frozen. So just bear with me.
I don't know, Ed. I'll see if I can get the Champions League table up at the moment, just because, I just want to kind of take note
you got
of.
a team fighting for their life in the Champions League. They're going to play, they're going to, especially the last game. I got backers to beat them, but still.
Now we're here. Right, now I've got everyone's. Let's see how long this lasts for. We will qualify with that result in Madrid. Yeah, I think we'll win our last two. I think tomorrow for me it's not irrelevant. I don't think anything you do is irrelevant, but I'm not going to have a meltdown if we lose tomorrow.
Yeah, no.
Right now, whatever Pep does with Sabio, abuse will always come. It's disgusting and sad. Yeah. Unfortunately, Valverde pretty good at right back. Super says this game does matter. If I remember, Sabio didn't play good versus Madrid. No, it may matter to you, Cade. It may not matter to others. I agree. Palace away is more important. I do agree with that. Palace away is more important for me. I do agree with that. Playing away to supporters might support him. That's a good point. Do you think he'll get more support from the away lads?
I think so.
No, he is struggling. I agree. It's like Kushner, though, and maybe give Diaz maybe this is a chance to give Gvardiol a rest. Play Kushner.
I can see Kuznetsov playing. Just that speed alone is enough to keep a lot of their attack at bay.
As long as he's sorted all his visa issues out, which he did last season.
Yeah, true.
Because the weird thing was last season, people didn't realize about that thingy issue. City had never signed anyone from Uzbekistan, obviously, before, so they didn't know the rules. Needing visas into different countries. Believe it or not, this I'm not even kidding on this. This everyone knows about City of this big club, and no one had done the background checks on a player from Uzbekistan. Remember when he went to Real Madrid and he only had a toothbrush with him? Remember that? Mm-hmm. That was on City. City had nothing prepared, which was very, very weird. And that's why he had to get 2 flights out of Madrid and 2 flights into Madrid last season.
Yeah, he basically day tripped, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because by law, they couldn't allow him to stay one night. He couldn't stay one night in Spain.
Yeah, they didn't know what kind of visas they required and how long they had to wait for the visas to come through and all that sort of thing.
And of course, Brexit's a factor in that too.
Yeah. So that was. I mean, you would think Manchester City would actually have all that spot on, wouldn't you? But clearly they wouldn't. They didn't. I don't think anyone had done background checks on it. So Piers put Martin City can't lose. We have no team. Well, It's not a must win. Good evening, Rose. How are you? I apologize on the chat again. There was an issue with YouTube tonight. So Punk Martin, good evening at RS Wipe. How the devil are you? I mean, for me, I'm going to go for a draw tomorrow. I'm going to go for a.
Bless you.
Jesus Christ, it's all falling apart tonight. I'm going to go for a 1-1.
I was going to go with the Bishop Desmond 2-2.
I'm going to go 1-1. Ed's thinking.
I'm going to go. They're probably going to play a low block too and try to hit us on the counter with the defense like that. I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1
to City.
2-0?
To City.
Oh, 2-1 to City. Right, I have put the link in. Hopefully now that does work. I will pin it. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll see how this works with YouTube right now. Water City win, no question. Neo's gone 4-1 if we play Cherky, 2-2 if we don't. Aaron's gone 3-1, but hoping for a 5-0. Timmy's gone 3-1. Good evening, Rose. I'm so glad you're okay. Thank you. The visa issues continue upon his entry. He had a Schengen visa, which entry was not listed with Madrid at the time. The delay came in the but that was part of City as well because he even had the same issue coming out of Madrid. Danielle, please don't start Savio, Pep. Size has gone 2-1, Foden and Doku. Jamel's gone 2-2. Phoenix has gone 2-2. Connor's gone 3-1. Right, Hong is with us. Good evening, Hong. How are you?
Doing good. I'm doing good, Martin. Just give me a minute. I'll get the camera on. Just setting myself up.
No worries, mate.
Yeah.
Right. We'll get Hong's opinion in a minute. Right, I have got some Libamento update. I know there's been rumours of Libamento. I have got an update on it. Not an update from a City point of view, an update from the Newcastle end. Because I did ask whether I could share it. So I will share it. I don't know how true it is. It's just what's been sent, so I'll see whether it's true. Oh, Hong's with us now. Good evening, Hong. How are you, mate?
Doing well, Martin. How are you? Thank you so much for having me on.
I'm good. Apart from YouTube having a nightmare.
Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm just gonna get sleepy because I'm flying out to Madrid tomorrow.
Nice.
Good travels. Good. Hope you have some good travels, man.
Thank you so much, Ed. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm just I'm getting ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna obviously after the stream, then I'm gonna head to sleep, get up, go to the gym, and then head straight to the airport. Yeah.
So tell us, what are your thoughts about the game, man? Do you, with all the injuries and stuff to Real Madrid, do you see this as an opportunity for us? Do you think we'll rotate?
Personally, for me, like I just feel like it's a mind game thing for Madrid because I think of course it is confirmed that Mbappe missed training, but despite that, I still expect Mbappe to play tomorrow, and I know they have. I do acknowledge they have injuries. I know in the Real Madrid camp, it's not all looking all rosy at the moment. I know they're probably not playing for the manager, but I feel like the players are more thinking about themselves rather than the team. But despite all that, I still expect it's going to be a very tough game tomorrow at the Bernabeu. And I know we haven't won there since 2020, but I do believe it is a good opportunity to go there and win. But at the same time, I'm going into this game when for kickoff a little bit cautious, a little bit twitchy, but I think I back the boys to go get a positive result tomorrow.
Is that so? You're saying a draw, a win?
For me personally, I want to go positive and say a win tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rotate anybody?
For me personally, I do feel there's some. I like to think there'll be a little bit of rotation involved. I would love to see Husanov get a start tomorrow to deal with the pace of Vinicius and Mbappe, because I thought he did very, very well the last time we played Madrid, even though it ended in a 3-1 defeat. But I thought he played very, very well, and I don't see a reason why he won't start this match. But I probably need to accept the fact that it's probably going to be the same back four that started against Sunderland on Saturday with Nunes, Diaz, Gavardio, and O'Reilly. And I think it'll probably be mainly the same team. I do think Shirky will probably start tomorrow as well, because I think his good form, his performance against Sunderland probably for me wants him to continue starting in a big game like this.
I mean, the one thing I will say is, I think if you want Kushinov start, are you asking him to start right back, or are you asking him to start centre back?
I think for me with right back, especially dealing with the left hand side, especially with the Vinicius and Mbappe, and I think Husanov has the pace and the power to be able to to handle it as well. Because I thought,
I think then you'd have to play Savinho.
Yeah,
right.
probably Savinho. Yeah,
You'd have to
Savinho.
play Savinho.
Yeah, but I've no idea what Pep's thinking. I'm pretty sure he's already confirmed his 11. I like to think he's confirmed his 11 when he spoke to the team today. So
I think
we'll find
that's
out.
the thing with the Kushinov thing. I mean, I'm all for it, but the idea of Nunes is Nunes gets up and down and puts crosses in. Kushinov ain't going to do that.
Oh, I that's
so
something I knew that already.
Play a winger in front of him who's going to do that.
Yeah, just gonna have to see what happens anyway. But yeah, yeah, I think so too. So, and I think this is definitely an opportunity for Donnarumma to gain redemption after the last time he went there, because of course he had a shocker when he was at PSG, when it ended 3-1 to Real Madrid against PSG, and unfortunately, he didn't really have a great night there. But hopefully, I think this is an opportunity for him to gain redemption tomorrow.
Well, I'd like to think it's a bit of a redemption for Haaland, because I don't think Haaland's scored at the Bernabeu yet, has he? Or
No, he hasn't.
At least in the City shirt, he hasn't. Yeah.
No, he hasn't. But I think that I did my research earlier. The last time a Norwegian player scored there was back in 2005. This was Real Madrid beat Rosenborg 4-1 in the 2005 group stage. So it's been 20 years. So hopefully, I think this is a time where a Norwegian player puts his name in lights at the Bernabeu, and I hopefully Haaland does it. Now, what I do acknowledge is I think I expect Rudiger to start tomorrow, and I know what he's gonna do. I know he's gonna
For that reason, yeah.
He's gonna really annoy Haaland. He's gonna basically be on him from minute one. But I think Haaland would probably learn from that, and I think, all right, cool. He'll be like, all right, bring it on, and I think this version of Haaland going into this game tomorrow I'm more confident with this version of Haaland. And I think I'm confident with him putting the ball in the back of the net. I mean, of course, he got 2 goals against Real Madrid in the home when we lost 3-2 at home last season. So hopefully that will put him in good stead and going into the game. And I think he'd do a goal tomorrow for me. And I like to think, I think that you got the right ones. I think what I'm expecting is, I know Real Madrid, they'll definitely do balls over the top. And then one of Mbappe and Vinicius will try and get a shot on target or try to chip it over Donnarumma, but I don't think that will happen. I think Donnarumma will probably be better. And the plus thing is like this: Donnarumma knows Mbappe so well from their time together at PSG, so he knows so I'm pretty sure he can read his shots, not just in real game time, but I'm pretty sure he read the shots when they trained together back at PSG. So I'm pretty sure Donnarumma has done his homework on him. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. So I've been to Madrid before, so I know. So my first time going to the Bernabeu to watch a match, I went there as a stadium tour back in 2017. So I'm looking forward to going there to watch City live for the very first time. My first ever UEFA Champions League match to watch live. So I'm looking forward to it. Just hope it ends with a win.
No, I hope it does for you, mate. Just a quick one, by the way. SOS has renewed his memberships. We're not getting them on screen. Like I said, there was a major issue with YouTube at the minute. So big up SOS, who has renewed his membership. And also Belly has renewed for a 31 month as well. So big up to SOS and Belly for their amazing contributions and support. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate that. Question for you all. I think I've asked these as well. Hong, what's more important to you, tomorrow or Palace?
For me personally, like, I do acknowledge about Palace away to keep ourselves in the race, but I think for me personally, I think that this game is important tomorrow, especially for what happened last time, Martin. I think because obviously we showed up with pretty much half a squad, and I feel like when I saw the lineup, when I saw the lineup in the when we lost 3-1 to Madrid, I knew in the back of my head that we would lose. I think I knew lose that when we went 1-0 down in the first 5 minutes and John Stones went off injured in the 8th minute. I think from then, normally I'm not the type of person to say fight to the end, but I knew the tie was over after 1-0 down and John Stones went off 8 minutes. And I feel like I like to think Pep will remind them about the last time they went there. And I think they want to remind them, do you want to right the wrongs of what happened last season? This is your opportunity tomorrow. And I want to put another point. Reinders, the last time he was at the Bernabeu, he did not leave disappointed. He left with a goal and a win when he was with Milan. And he was probably the best midfielder on the pitch.
He was really good that night. Yeah, I remember that.
So I'm pretty sure that will play in his head tomorrow. So if you get let's say Reinders starts tomorrow, he'll probably want to replay in his mind thinking, no, I scored here last season, I'll do it again. So I want to put that in as well. And like I said, Donnarumma want to right the wrongs when he was there last time when he was with PSG. And I like to think Haaland would want to get a goal at the Bernabeu tomorrow. And I think Phil Foden as well, especially with the form that he is in now, I'm pretty sure this is like a redemption arc for him as well. He would want to score there like he did the last time in 23-24 when in the 3-3 draw. And I'm pretty sure he'll be confident of scoring there as well tomorrow as well. So I feel like I feel like some of these players are, brimming and very knowledgeable. So I know what team I like to expect. I know what team Real Madrid put up. I still expect Mbappe to start tomorrow. I'm not falling for this injury nonsense that the Madrid media are murmuring around. I still expect him to start tomorrow, and it wouldn't shock me at all if he's in the lineup.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one how Real Madrid play these sort of little games with other teams, especially if they're direct competitors for competitions they want to win. But like it even goes back to the treble season. Remember, like I think Rudiger was easily the best defender on the pitch. He kept Haaland at bay for 90 minutes and that. And then what? 2 weeks later they play at the Etihad and he doesn't start, and he was on the bench. Didn't even come off the bench. As far as I remember, I think he came off the bench. It was a really bizarre sort of move from Ancelotti to do that sort of thing. So yeah, every time they do these sort of things, you guess you just got to take it with a pinch of salt, because what comes out, that hour and a quarter before kickoff is completely contradict anything that we've been saying on the show.
Yeah, I agree with you, Patrick. I feel like for me, it's like, I know because Jack Gordon just reported he was at Madrid's training session earlier, and he didn't see Mbappe in training. So in his mind, I think he didn't feel he'll start. But for me, it was like, no, he'll start tomorrow. It's just like maybe some treatment.
Could mean anything.
Didn't mean anything. I like won't surprise me one bit, because when I sat in my seat tomorrow, so I'll be like, yeah, I expect Mbappe to start as well. So so I just feel like morale wise going into tomorrow, I feel like it's more better right now compared to what it was last season. So I feel like I feel like going into tomorrow there'll be more positive, and I feel like from the players' perspective and from Pep's perspective, I feel like and definitely from a fan's perspective as well, I feel like we'll probably feel confident. For me personally, I feel like I'm confident about getting a positive result tomorrow. So I can go home, so I can fly back home happy.
Can I just say, by the way, welcome to Neo, who's become a channel supporter. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate that, and welcome to the family. Appreciate your support, and means a lot. So thank you so much. A lot of people, some were saying both, but a lot of people were saying Palace. Ashcombe was saying Palace LB, Palace. Super City Palace all day. Lee Johnson Palace. LB again Palace. DC Palace. Governor said both. David said both. Fact checker Palace for me. I think the thing is, the result tomorrow has no outcome on whether we qualify.
Mm.
I mean, it does, as long, but I mean, if they beat Bodo Glimt and they beat Galatasaray, you're through generally. Palace, I'm saying Palace because I don't think we can drop points because Arsenal have got an easy win on Saturday for me against Wolves, and I don't want that gap to go back to 5 points.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie.
I just don't want that good work undone for the last few weeks.
I want the Premier League more than I want the Champions League this season. I don't think unless we make big signings in Jan, which may happen, may not, depends. Again, we're waiting on outgoings before we can do any incomings. It's why I always have an air of caution on that. I don't think we've got the squad to win both.
Well, you should tell that to Liam Gallagher because he just tweeted on his X account saying we will win the Premier League and the Champions League.
That's fine. I don't think we have the squad for that. I don't think we have the squad for that.
Well, I mean, I love to have Liam Gallagher's positivity, but for me, I feel like I feel like we're still in the build transitional phase to until we get to that final formation.
You know me, I'm always a league before champions. I'm always a league. I'm always one of them. Bread and butter first. Win your bread and butter. Oh, right. The chat has now kicked in.
Started, yeah.
The chat's kicked in, so something's happened. That's Liam being Liam. Liam is Hamza fan. Where was you after the 3-0 Sunderland win?
Can you guys hear me?
Conspicuous by your absence, my friend. Conspicuous by your absence. Where was you? City winning, you're never around, mate. Well, where's that about? If we draw against Madrid and win against Palace, then it's cool. Yeah, so worth the sacrifice. We don't get the result against Madrid. Draw against Palace, then it becomes a shit week. Yeah, no, I get that. Regardless of the injuries, an away win at the Bernabeu does. Yeah, I see that as well, Andrew. Does give you momentum going in.
Yeah.
Right, I'll give you the Livramento news. It's news and it's not news. I am waiting for Baz to clarify it as well. I'm not going to tell you where it's from. Livramento back in August. Again, this is all rumour and everything. Obviously, you all heard Livramento was due to sign a new contract back in August, September time with Newcastle. That hasn't happened. He was meant to be staging a contract talk with his agent, Sir Wasserman, and was supposed to be done around this time of the year. Nothing has been done yet, apparently. Newcastle wanted ideally to get the extension down now by March or April. If then City is going to try, if nothing is done by March or April, City are then going to try and make the move. This is why they're holding off on a right back in January. Because what they want to see is what's going to happen with the Livramento situation. Because what they don't want to do is buy a right back. Say they go and get Olivier Reid, for example, from Feyenoord, or Giovanni Reid, sorry. Keep calling him Olivia for some reason. Giovanni Reid from Feyenoord. And then Livramento doesn't sign his contract and suddenly becomes available. You've already bought your right back. So what they want to do is at the moment hold off until they know exactly where Livramento's stage is at. But they don't think nothing will happen until March. There has been a delay. I know Baz has talked about this. There has been a delay on it. That new contract was meant to be there. It has not happened. So here's one for you all. What do you think of that? Do you think that's BS or just, again, that's... Would you wait for Livramento? Thank you.
For me,
here we go. They're all coming through now. Midnight's happened. They're all coming through now.
Yeah, I was gonna say for me, Martin. I was like, I feel for me like I don't feel Newcastle would be in the mood to sell because of the fact that after what happened with Isak in the summer.
I mean, do they want to sell?
Oh yeah, Dylan has joined us, by the way. My apologies.
Yo.
Happy so I'm not that old. You get 73rd. Jesus.
Oh,
Thank
you're.
you,
Oh,
Lee.
yeah. Is it today your birthday, or was it last night?
Now, just
Now,
ticked over into the happy birthday. You, Pat, have you put that, you cheeky bastard?
Yeah, but you also missed a bloody super chat as well. There you go.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Melina mentioned, in my opinion, I think you get your Mao.
Whoa.
Your Mao.
I mean, there's your FIFA signing right there, but whew,
Your Mao.
that's a stretch.
Listen, I won't say no to you, Mal, but thank you very much, Mickey Johnson. I appreciate that, mate. You're kind, generous £2. If it's me, I don't wait. Sounds like Livramento is also hedging on where Newcastle will finish. Yes, I agree with that. Top 8 and it's Europe, more money. Outside top 8 and it's less.
I think Martin, I would say it's probably more depends on where Newcastle will finish in the table.
Well, that's what Danielle said.
Yeah. So I would probably say if Newcastle get Champions League next season, I don't think it'll be possible to get Livramento.
Well, the contract's till 2028, so we've still got 3 years.
Yeah. And,
Newcastle hate watch. Over there.
Dylan, you can't say that. You can't hate watch for the next 3 years.
Yeah. And I feel
Thank
like,
you so much.
because I feel like, would you say like with Newcastle's? Look, I'm not an expert, but I could I probably would say, in a theory sense, that Newcastle's PSR would be okay after Isak's sell.
It's all right for a couple of years.
Yeah, I'm just
Because
living in theory.
They did spend over 200 mil in the summer. Their PSR was such that, see, everyone thinks, right, for the next 6 years, they're great. They're not, because if they miss out on the Champions League, they lose that money. Everything's contingent on where, and everyone thinks money just comes in the next year. It doesn't work. Money comes in dribs, drabs, and all sorts. And it's not. It's very weird the way these. See, this is where we need Daniela. Daniela, I've sent you the link. This is where I need you for these explanations. It comes in dribs. It's like transfer deals. You can front load a deal and pay the majority of the fee in the first 2 years. Some clubs backdate the deal and pay it towards the end of the contract. So that's where, like Ferran Torres for Barcelona, where many City fans got confused, was we backdated all their payments. So for the first 3 years, to rather paying out. It's up to obviously the selling club how they want to receive the money. If you're in a very good PSR situation, you can do that. If you are, basically, to put it bluntly, the clubs that don't have a lot of room in PSR will always backdate their money through. When City don't, City generally pay in the first year or two.
Well,
Florian Wirtz's contract was a good example of that, because I believe Liverpool are paying 116 million over pretty much the duration of his contract. Meanwhile, City, I believe, up front, they basically said, like, oh, we'll pay like maybe 100 to 110 million, but it was going to be like in 2 or 3 installments or something. Gvardiol was another example. Gvardiol was another example of that too. We didn't want to pay Harry Maguire money for him, so we paid it all within 2 seasons.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, I was also like, speaking of Wirtz, like I'll hold my hands up. I'll say it on air right now. I was one of the people that was so gutted to miss out on him, and then you see how how he's performed. I wouldn't blame it on Wirtz of how he's performed in Liverpool. I think it's more like Slot doesn't know how to use him properly, and I was probably one of the guys. But at the same time, like for me, I feel like Wirtz is probably destabilized the balance of Liverpool, and that's why they are where they are at the moment.
I'm not speaking to myself in the comments. That's Pat. Pat has access into the comments as well, so it's not just me. Why Dylan got a picture of bald Erling Haaland? Where have you got that from? Thank you. By the way, your comments coming through now. Thank you so much. YouTube's woken up. So big up. Thank you for all the lovely birthday messages. Andrew with the gifted 5. Thank you so much, my old mucker.
Yep.
Appreciate that. Hey, by the way, you going tomorrow, Andrew? And also, Das with the £2 super chat. Happy 90th birthday, Martin. You deserve it. I'm going to respond to you in the way you responded to me on WhatsApp the other day. Wanker. Anyone who was in that space the other night will know what that means.
Well, Martin, I hope you get. I really hope you get a great birthday present from the boys tomorrow.
Thank you so much. They know who they are.
Yeah. So I really hope the team give you a really good birthday present tomorrow, Martin. I really hope they do.
Well, let's hope so. MHF raid, thank you, Sam and Mo. Appreciate the raid. If you're over from MHF, thank you. Welcome. Good evening. Hope you are all well. Dylan, where are you at with the old Livermento? Would you do Livermento? Would you go and get like Reed?
I mean, if we can. I want Livermento. It could be a good addition to our team, but if we get him, we get him. I like him, man. But we'll see what Newcastle says.
Ed, what would you do?
Me, that's a tough one, man, because I think it's apparent that Livermento is number one.
Yes.
Right. I think that is apparent. And for the system we have now, if you're looking at Livermento versus Reed, you would probably say Livermento is the more ready plug-in player right now for the here and now. So, as a club like City, I would expect us to be talking to both players. And probably waiting to see how things turn out with, as soon as we see maybe we should be having conversations with Livermento early on.
23,
and
he's only 23.
But I think Livermento has probably played. First of all, he's played in the league already.
Yeah,
he's played in big games already. He's played in. I think Reed has probably played in Champions League, but he's been a starter in the Champions League consistently. So I think Livermento probably. But then you have to count in his injuries. So, all that factoring in, I think, especially with the World Cup, we will probably be talking Livermento now, and by March or April, we should know between the two of them which one we want. And that's how big clubs should operate. We should have 2 or 3 targets for a position we want, and once we know about one player, we pivot and we're there.
Yeah, and I'm looking at his injury history. He already missed 55 days of the 25-26 already, or with a knee injury, and he's only missed 10 games. And of course, like the big injury he had was, of course, his ACL back in 21-22, and he missed 354 days when he was at Southampton. 64 games he missed. So we had so of course, like you got to take into account, but I think hopefully he can stay healthy for the rest of his career, as well. I think, I think
thank you very much, Michael. Very kind of you to
I think with
that.
the Livermento situation, I like to think, like, from his perspective, that he probably wants to see where Newcastle finish in the league around March, April, see if it's a possibility. Because I feel like if finishes in the top 4, get Champions League, then I probably would say that it would be next to impossible to get him. But I feel like if Newcastle finish outside the Champions League, then there's a possibility to get him. And plus, because of the World Cup, I think Viana would like to get players over the line before the World Cup starts, because I think it's very difficult to get players in, while the tournament's going on, because the tournament starts on the 11th of June and the final of the World Cup is on the 19th of July. So you probably won't see players through the door probably till after the World Cup, and plus the players are going on their holidays as well.
Get them both and keep Nunes for right mid. Keep Nunes for right mid. So we're keeping Nunes now.
If
Why is
Beckham,
everyone going off camera? Everyone's gone off camera. Martin, more importantly, any news on players outgoing? No, Governor. There is no updates on players going out. Oscar Bob is interesting. Rico Lewis is interesting, but that's it.
You won't hear news about that until we get
Bids.
Yeah, you won't hear news until we get really close to the transfer deadline on outgoings, just because of how the club is. You're not gonna hear players want out right now when you're in a title race. We're not Liverpool. We're not,
I'll be at the World Cup. Can't wait to be fleeced for every penny I've got. Oh, you're going, aren't you? Wow. Are you going where you live? I won't say where you live. Or are you going to another country? You'll know what I mean by that. Nunes deserves contract extension. Cafunes. I bet you'd probably back that, wouldn't you, Dylan?
yeah,
You do.
is a backup.
Right. Other bit as well. FA Cup draws come out. We are going to play League 2 Exeter City. Does anyone know anything about Exeter City? Just before we carry on, because I've got a few little snippets for you.
Well, I can read some out for you, Martin, if you'd like to.
Oh no, I've got loads. I mean, you can read them out if you want, but I mean, the biggest one I've got is Manchester City bought a City player was bought from Exeter City once in 1996. We bought a player nicknamed, well, he was called Martin Phillips. He was nicknamed Martin Buster Phillips. He was going to be the first £10 million player. In Alan Ball's words, we signed him from Exeter City, and he was a bag of crap. And he didn't get himself to £1 million. Never mind 10 million. Poor lad. Did he still play at St. James's Park? Or have they renamed it? Have they renamed it now?
Yeah, it's called it's renamed it. And also, like Martin, they're in League One actually. They're not in League Two.
Oh, League One. Well,
they're 20th. They're 20th place in League One as of right now.
They'll soon be League. They'll soon be League Two.
League. Yeah, and also what I do know about them. Let's see. Well, I do know that they have Josh McGuinness, who's a full Northern Ireland international, and obviously he is due to play in the World Cup playoff against Italy. So he could be facing Donnarumma in the World Cup playoff, by the way, Martin. That's all I know about him.
Crazy.
10 million by Isaac's left testicle nowadays. Game's gone. It has. Phillips should get a game against Exeter. What I found is nice is that they're really struggling. Yeah, this will help them massively. I've even heard rumours, I don't know if they're true, that City are looking to give the whole gate to them.
Wait,
what? Or the majority of the gate to them.
Oh, nice as well. Oh, yeah, their manager is Gary Caldwell, former Celtic and Wigan centre back, and so that's who their manager is.
Big Steve gone? I didn't think Big Steve said he wasn't going at first.
No, he just confirmed on his stream that he's not going to the Bernabeu.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going.
No, so I think it's I don't know who. I think it's probably mainly like New City fans. Probably going.
It's people who've
never been,
don't know, are not able to get a ticket for the Bernabeu. No, but I know it.
And I'm one of them, and I'm going.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. I mean, I think part of it was because I'd spoke with Steve about it and a couple of others. Is that it was they think we're probably going to get them later on in the competition anyway, so they're going to go over to that one, and also because they've been so many times now. They want to try and get some new fans. When I say new fans, I don't mean new fans. Fans who've never had the chance to go to the Bernabeu to go and experience it for the first time.
That's nice.
Me right here. So,
Hong, I promise you now, mate, you are going to come back with that Real Madrid song in your head.
Oh, I know. I'm already prepared for that.
You're going to come back with that song in your head.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna I'll probably get here Hala Madrid and all of that. I just hope I don't get to hear it too often during the
Yeah,
90
hopefully
minutes.
we
I
keep
hope
them quiet.
hopefully I don't get to hear too often. I just feel like, the rumors are hearing that Martin, I don't know if you know this, but I think you may do already, that if we beat Real Madrid tomorrow, Alonso will get the sack.
No, I don't think you will.
Well, that's what the murmurs are going around in the Madrid media, the Madrid
Yeah, I know. I've
fans.
heard
Yeah,
all that. I think it's
I just thought
yeah.
well, you get rid of him is like, okay, who are you gonna bring in? That's thinking like, yeah, because Zidane's already agreed to become the France manager after the World Cup, so that's probably out of the window. If that happens, there's Arbeloa could be the caretaker manager because he's managing the Real Madrid, the Real Madrid under-19s. So so I'm not too sure what's going to go on with that as well. So, yeah. So I just think I do know Camavinga will definitely won't play tomorrow. Militao's definitely not playing tomorrow.
Yep.
I definitely know. I think the defense will probably be Valverde will be playing at right back, and the centre back pair will be Asensio, Rudiger, and I think Carreras will play left back, and I think apparently Ceballos is probably going to play midfield along with Chouameni and think of another one. Probably Arda Güler will probably play as the playmaker, and I think up front. I'm just going to assume Mbappe's going to start. I'm not going to fall for this nonsense. And Vinicius will probably play, and Bellingham will play as well.
Someone's asked me a question here. By the way, Lex, thank you, Lex. Any updates on your North Stand chat with 1894 and City Matters? Yes. There isn't any update really at the minute. It's still on hold. City and Nuts. It's still too early. They've told people to come back in like February time. There's been emails passed around with the OSC, things like that. So they're waiting on. Apparently, someone at the OSC, I won't name who, said they was going to get an email. The club haven't emailed. Some have had an email and been promised a phone call. They haven't phoned. It's just not good at the minute. You saw it against Sunderland. There was nearly 2,000 empty seats against Sunderland. Not great at the minute. It's a mess. It's a mess. Yes. My nephews who are getting moved, they've not been told anything. They've been told just to wait and they will get updated. But they can't give out prices for now, for next season now. It's too early. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think the thing the club have missed a little bit is City fans are a community and we look after each other. And I think they've missed that a little bit. I think that's been lost in translation somewhere here. They've missed out that City fans are a community. So, but as soon as we hear anything on his updates and I'm allowed to share it, I will do. There's still meetings. There's been meetings. Now we've got to wait for outcomes of those meetings.
You know, I was going to say to you, Martin, I was going to add about Madrid. I feel like the one thing they lack is a controller. They lack someone that can control games, take the sting out of games, to really control the pace of the game. Does that make sense, Martin?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like the current personnel of Real Madrid, I feel like it's more chaos rather than control for me. And judging by the results, of course, I mean, they lost to Celta Vigo at home 2-0. The first time Vigo won in the Bernabeu since 2006. And fun fact, Celta Vigo's manager was 18 years old the last time Celta Vigo won at the Bernabeu before Sunday.
No way, bro.
Yeah. And their goal the goal scorer, Willard Swedberg, he was 1 year old the last time Vigo won at the Bernabeu before Sunday, of course. So these are So you could tell how big it was for them, and of course, you could tell how big it was for them. But I feel like I mean, with all due respect to Celta Vigo, I can't let that result fool me personally. I still feel Real Madrid will turn up big tomorrow, especially on a Champions League night. It's their competition for a reason, and they always turn up. They always turn up. I could definitely take
they're not
heart from the
turning up
fact.
this year.
Well, I could definitely take heart from the fact that City will go into this game tomorrow with a bit of redemption on my mind.
Yeah,
Like they
City
want to
players
make.
look confident.
Yeah, they look confident. They look relaxed. They look like they're ready to prove a point to themselves on the European stage again. I feel like they want to be. I'm pretty sure they'll look back at the last game at the Bernabeu. They'll be very disappointed with how they performed, and I feel like they want to right those wrongs tomorrow. And I hope we can come out there with a win. Really hope we do. Just like, yeah, and of course it's not. I know it's not a happy camp with Real Madrid, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably want that right. They want to put it right tomorrow. But I don't
No,
know.
Hong's flying out tomorrow. He's flying out tomorrow, mate. Big up, Malcolm. Hope you're all right. Is there no update on John Stones? No. We don't even know what. We just know it's a leg injury. Nobody knows. City are keeping injuries very tight-lipped at the minute. It's like the Rodri one. It's very tight-lipped. All we know is hamstring.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What he do? Build a Christmas tree?
Yeah, that was a joke, by the way.
Yeah,
He has not injured himself doing the Christmas tree. That was a joke.
Cruz. Yeah. Oh, I agree with that comment. Real Madrid can blow away any team at any time, so I don't take them for granted. That's why I'm going into the Bernabeu a bit twitchy, a bit nervous, a bit fearful, because I know they'll turn up. I know they'll turn up from minute one. So, but I still believe, that City can get a positive result tomorrow, and I hope I get to leave the Bernabeu with a smile on my face.
Facts.
Yeah.
What do you mean Martin isn't cheap at Starbucks? I am, sunshine. Cheeky bugger. Even if they have those injuries, you can't underestimate. No, you can never underestimate Real Madrid.
Nope.
Not in the Santiago Bernabeu either. Look at that Leverkusen game. We need to give it 100% exactly. Just saying that, I think the Leverkusen game will give us the motivation and kick up the arse that we need, where we won't do that again.
Yeah. Agreed.
Thank you very much, RTFM. Thank you very much for the lovely happy birthday. That will be Victor Hayes coming back in Jan. There is a recall for Victor Hayes, by the way. Whether that happens, I don't know. I would say it would depend. Again, all signings in January, in-wise, are now dependent on players going out. So players have to go for anybody to come in. By the way, has now been confirmed. I think it was in the MEN earlier today, which we broke weeks ago here. Only one goalkeeper is going to be allowed to leave. Doesn't matter whether both want to go, only one will be allowed. They're not going to leave themselves short.
Yeah.
So,
I think
as we said,
that would probably be Ortega Moreno.
We said this weeks ago. It's going to be Ortega who goes out.
Yeah.
He has been linked to Celtic. James Trafford is going to be told, tough kid there. You're staying till May. Deal with it.
Yeah. And he was going to be a cup keeper for the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, of course. He will definitely play against Brentford 100%, and and he'll definitely play against Exeter. I could definitely. Thank you so much, Connor. I hope I can come back. I can share with you the win. I'll be vlogging tomorrow on my channel, so look out for that when I drop the video tomorrow.
Rumors are, bro, he is not fit, but we'll see. Hong doesn't believe it.
No. I still think I expect him.
Mate?
Yeah. No.
Who do I think we will sign? I think, the two we are looking at for Jan is Mark Gay and Semenyo. Elliot Anderson will be more of a summer one because for two reasons. We've got enough cover at centre mid, even though centre mid's the place we need. Rodri is going to come back. Elliot Anderson, I think, will come January. There is a release clause for a Champions League club that is only activated in the summer, but I think it's after the World Cup as well. There's rumours, some are saying before the World Cup, some are saying after the World Cup. City may get the deal done early, but they won't know. This is why they don't really want to pay 100 million when he's got a lower fee on release clause in the summertime.
I was gonna say, Because I feel like it's the homegrown thing. That's probably the reason why we're going after the likes of Semenyo.
Oh, well, we're
Gay.
absolutely screwed on homegrown if the players go out. We were saying going out. We'll count it up. Ake, Stones, Trafford, Rico, Oscar Bob. There's 5.
Yeah.
Straight out.
We need the home.
Jack Grealish, well. He's out. Yeah, 6.
Yeah. So we need a homegrown. I say because Nico Riley will probably count as homegrown going into next season because he's turning 21 in March.
Yeah, you'll have O'Reilly and Foden if they all go.
Foden. Because only I'm talking about still being here. So O'Reilly and Foden will be the 2 guaranteed homegrown next season.
Yeah, they'll be the only ones.
Yeah. So him and so I'll probably say him. And
I am not an unk. 43 is not an unk. 43 is a good age.
Very young, yeah.
43 is the new 21.
Oh, so you share the same birth year as Jolien Lescott then?
Mm-hmm. Are you eating ramen there?
Well, me?
No, Pat.
No, just some cup noodles, yeah.
So he's eating pot noodles. He's gone away. He's having that healthy dinner of a pot noodle, everyone.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I think this is why also we're waiting around for Livermento too, because he's homegrown as well. So
yeah, homegrown as well. So the homegrown. So I probably would say we have 5. I think we're going off the home. That's why Viana's going off the homegrown. And I feel like with the foreign, we need to get foreign players out to make sure in order to get foreign boys coming. Like
any updates on Gay? No. For Gay to come in pair, it would need Stones or Ake to go out. The Stones injury, it could be a problem.
Yeah, we can't keep. Sadly,
because you can't sell him injured.
Yeah, and we can't. I don't think we can keep him injured as well past summer.
No, he's definitely going. Oh, he's definitely going.
Yeah. Stones and the thing. Same with Bernard. I think because I do know Bernardo Silva will definitely go in the summer, and John Stones. That's all I know personally, because obviously they're out of contract. So I feel like Bernardo Silva will get his send off, and he'll probably.
Well, here's a good question from Connor.
Yeah,
is Juma Bar still in the plans? Dylan, I'll start with you. Dylan, have you watched any of Juma Bar? Would you have any Juma Bar?
I haven't really watched any League On, but what I see is they seem like they're struggling. So I don't know. I think he still needs loan, but yeah, I don't think too early for him. I bet. How about y'all?
Well, I've not seen a lot of him. I've not spoke to. I need to speak to a couple of people I've not spoken to in a while. But I hope they're all well. They know what I mean. I will DM them.
Yeah. I do know Vita Hayes is definitely coming.
Big up Teddy if you're watching, mate. Big up, mate.
I do know that Vita Hayes is definitely coming back next season and integrate himself into the squad. That's a definite.
Yeah,
so
that looks good, bro.
This is why
that's why Semenyo, Gay, Anderson are a must. So to add, and not just O'Reilly and Foden, Bettinelli as well. He's homegrown as well. Even though he's I
think he's only on a 1-year roller, I think.
Yeah. That's why like the Livermento. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to think of another. I'm just trying to think of some homegrown.
Show us 43. You have 43 turning on to 80. Well, I feel that way. I'd settle for 55. We should ship Rico Lewis and keep Nunes. The trouble is with that, I would agree with that, Predator. But does Nunes want to be just a utility player? Or because remember, Nunes is playing now. Does he want to go back to the bench? And this is the problem with trying to build a squad. This is the whole problem. Because, Elliot mentioned a couple of weeks back, which is quite right. We're trying to build a squad good enough to compete on all fronts, but have the substitutes being, there's your starters and there's your subs. At the minute, there's your starters and there's your subs. The gap's too huge. they're either too old or they're too young. We haven't got anyone on the bench other than Omar Mamouche who's in that sweet spot of a good age, the ready-made age. We haven't got anyone like a Mahrez or anyone who's come off the bench anymore, or a Sterling. It's now a Kushnoff who's 20, or it's an old, 33-year-old. I don't mean old as in unk, but you know what I mean, or 33-year-old.
Savinho, 21.
Yeah, Savinho's
21.
I mean, I mentioned to you there, didn't I? Ed? It's one side of the spectrum to the other side at the minute. There's only Omar Mamouche and Reinders when he's on the bench who's got any kind of ready-made to come on and do something. We need to get more, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, I was going to say, speaking of Mamouche, let's congratulate him. He just got married, by the way.
I thought he was engaged.
No, he got married. It's on his Instagram. Like, he's in a
engaged.
suit. No, he did get engaged like earlier ago, but he got his suit on and all that. Yeah, he just got married. So congratulations to him.
Our motion board, I want that, bro. We'll be there.
Yeah. Memento homegrown.
Semenu's homegrown, Gay's homegrown, Anderson
Homegrown,
homegrown, Memento homegrown.
homegrown.
City just shopping homegrown now. Yes, because we
only
need
way.
homegrown.
Yep. And I did my research on the squad. I
Yes,
think
we're in the
we
Brexit
need
aisle
homegrown.
of shopping.
Yep, we need
Alan
some
will be
homegrown.
happy.
Yeah.
Alan will be happy with his Real Britannia flag outside.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. I think with all respect, I feel like for me, like, because I did my research on the squad, Martin, before I came on, and I felt like, yeah, we need some homegrown, and that's why that makes sense why Viana's after these guys.
You got to remember, I mean, for me, I think there was 2 players last January we bought that were bought because if we didn't get them in the January, they weren't going to be available. I think they brought 2 signings forward by 6 to 12 months. For me, Victor Hayes and Kushnoff were going to come in 6 to 12 months late. They've come in 6 to 12 months earlier than was originally planned.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say that, Martin. I wouldn't even say that. What I'd say is what Viana's done is he's got those players in not because other teams were snapping around, because you're cutting out the middle, quote unquote, middleman club as well too. So maybe a Borussia Dortmund, they might have gone there or something, and then getting them now for 30-40 million rather than Dortmund turning around in 2, 3, 4 years time, turn around and saying, all right, we'll put an 80 million pound release clause on both of them. I think you're going to see that a bit more from Viana over the next few years. He's going to be doing a lot more heavy scouting and a lot more unknown commodities coming through, but he's beating those development clubs like your Benficas, like your Dortmunds. He's beating them to the punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the experience. That's his experience again coming back to the Portuguese league, because they need that. They're all on shoestring budgets compared to a lot of other major leagues around Europe, but they have the scouting to do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Look, someone's asked me would I sell Rico. I'd give Savio. I'd give Savio 1 more year.
Yeah, fair.
Because if you don't, then why did you do that? Why didn't we get Doku out the door last season?
Yeah. Because for me, I think at his age, see, it's not Oscar Bob. I don't want to sell Oscar Bob. I'd loan Oscar Bob. Don't want to sell Oscar Bob. I'd loan him to come back. The problem is, I mean, listen, Savio at the moment is not doing enough. I would totally agree with you. I think the abuse is getting his way over the line.
Yeah.
He's coming on for 8 minutes, and people are expecting a hat trick in 8 minutes. Well, not being funny, we don't expect that from any other players. So why we? Savinho could walk fully onto the pitch, and people would say he's shit. Savinho's just.
Some people can't stand him, bro.
Yeah, Savinho's just dumb.
I do. Well, I want to reiterate that I was at the Fulham match last week, all right? And the fans were around me. Yeah, they weren't happy with him whenever he was like on the ball. Like, basically, they were like I'm not gonna say what they said. There was a lot of foul mouthing on Savinho around me when I was at the Fulham game. Yeah,
well, there was last year with Doku. This is the problem.
Yeah.
He's where Doku was a year ago.
Yeah.
And now Doku's up to his game. That's why I'm saying 1 more year. Don't get me wrong, if by May, June, you're struggling and you get a decent offer, then yeah, maybe sell him. But the trouble is, I don't think these journalists help when they come out with the crap of, this team are going to pay this much. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Stop
And
saying
I'm
they're
saying,
going to, but they're not.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say, like, I think a lot of people get misled by this because I don't think there was no actual bid from Tottenham saying £70 million. There just wasn't.
Some
It
of
was
our
just
fans get
interest.
it up.
It's just like Jack Gordon said, interest, not bid, interest. There's a difference between interest and putting in a bid. They were just saying, hey, how much for Savinio? What's it like? What's it gonna be? That's it. Not we actually put a bid on him and we rejected it. There was just none of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
That's-
the thing. And Tottenham, the only bid Tottenham did bid was a verbal bid.
Yeah.
It was 30 million with add-ons.
Mm.
They were never getting to 70. I don't know. That's just it was like kept saying it was like the Galatasaray and Edison. They want him. They're gonna bid. They're gonna bid 10 million. They bidded £1.5 million.
Yeah.
It's like, are you taking the piss? 1.5 million for Edison. Are you having a laugh? Do some teams think we're just bend over FC?
We're not.
Seriously now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, and then Galatasaray don't even pay the money in the end.
Yeah.
They
And
end up at
Fenerbahce did.
Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce paid what City wanted.
Fenerbahce had 2 days interest, came in, paid the money and went. Galatasaray spent 7 weeks doing that with interested FC. They're getting closer, FC. There's a meeting, FC. It's crazy the way some of these carry on.
Yeah.
Clickbait merchants.
Yeah. That's also, yeah. I think, like,
Good evening,
I mean,
Daniela. How are you?
Yeah.
Is he there?
Crickets.
He's
Oh, you want to talk about
probably-
cricket, do you? Yeah.
No, we're not talking about cricket. Stop it.
Oh, what a shame. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
What's Sevilla?
the Stateside Blues want the official watch along during the World Cup because they said they're going to kick your sweet Australian bikini's.
Oh, I was gonna say to you, Patrick. What are your feelings going into that match?
Well, probably the same as the whole draw. Very optimistic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should be happy.
Oppositions that we have beaten
happy.
before and we can beat.
Yeah.
No, I apologise for interrupting, Pat, but the Australians are going for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. Oh, I did. You know what? From
As
what
long
I
as
saw,
England will
I
be
thought.
there too.
I mean, I spoke to a couple of Australians regarding that. They were very happy with the draw, by the way. They were very happy, like with us. with
Yeah,
the
I'm
US,
pretty happy with it.
Paraguay,
The
First time they've been in the World Cup,
the
we've
only
got no
hurdle
doubt.
might be whoever the European qualifier is. And I think if Turkey qualify, it could be difficult.
Think so? You'll get hammered. If you get Turkey, you'll get dicked all over.
That's what I said. I said of all the European qualifiers left, probably the one that we wouldn't want to face would be Turkey. The rest of them, I think we've got a chance.
I think that's a great
you know.
point. Savinio loses the ball trying to go past someone and he gets hate in the stands. Doku and Cherky do it and no one bats an eyelid. That's actually true, you know.
Yeah. Doesn't suit their agendas.
because of probably credit in the bag for both Shirky and Jocko. That's probably the reason why.
How's Cherky got credit in the bank more than Savinio and Cherky's been here 5 minutes?
Ticky
Yeah.
baller.
What the hell?
Yeah.
How's
Taking
Cherky
baller.
got more credit in the bank?
I think I need to share this with you. Speaking of Shirky, and Shirky's only played 389 minutes in the Premier League, and he's only recorded 1 goal and 5 assists. And the other player, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know who I'm talking about. He's played. Sorry, I got the stat. I got the stat up right now. Let me just get it out.
It is who I
Hold on a
think it is.
second.
He's probably played well over 1,000 minutes already.
Well, actually, here I'll show you right now. Shirky, 10 appearances, 398 minutes played, 1 goal, 5 assists. The other player, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know who I'm talking about. 13 appearances, 858 minutes played, no goals, no assists.
Tricky Ballon d'Or, man. Get him.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not. I'm not trying to abuse. I'm just reading what I'm seeing. That's it. So, and it is the player that I did cry about this summer, and I'm going to take the L for that one.
Florian, where art thou, Throwlin? Come and get a little 2-2 to the old Jet 2, ALB. Where's that going, bro? No.
Yes.
Vienna.
Do you know what? Do you know what I felt when I was watching it there? And LB went, you know what? I'm so glad we got Cherky. When you lying, I looked at my phone and went, you lying bastard. You do
I
not
didn't-
do it. We got Cherky.
No.
And
Mhm.
I texted him that. No, you did not.
Mhm.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Went out
I don't
now,
feel like
whole
it's-
Florian.
Yeah. If any of you watch him, I don't know if you watch one of the live games, but I don't know if you saw it, Martin. But I saw it personally. I usually go to my seat very early. But whenever I go to my seat early, I get a treat in it. I always see Shirky. What he does before every match, he does this every time because I've done it many times. What he does, he walks around the stadium with his headphones on. He just takes in the atmosphere, the stadium, his surroundings, and he sometimes has the ball at his feet. So what he does a few kick ups, and sometimes he just boots it up and just has this one. With his first touch is so immaculate, and I just look at him and I thought, yeah, he's ready. He's ready to do this. And that's just his pre-match ritual. I'm probably going to see that at the Bernabeu tomorrow when he takes a stroll around the pitch, look at the surroundings. You know, think about what he's going to do. Headphones. That's his ritual, by the way. Whenever he comes out, he's
Well,
usually the first one
two
out.
other players that used to do that on the regular too, Maradona
What,
and
which-
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, it's just so incredible to watch. Like whoa,
Yeah.
what's he doing that? It's so
Yeah.
incredible to watch.
Some
Like,
players
I
just like
think-
to be absolutely just immersed in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's Shirky for you. You're definitely gonna see it because I was at Brentford, by the way, and he didn't he was part of the squad, but he didn't come on. He was by himself. There were no other City players, just him, just pick ups for you. It's just like I looked at him thinking he just can't wait to be back on the pitch. This was at Brentford, by the way, and I just look at and you can see it coming together. And we barely even scratched the surface for this guy. And the thing is, like, he's barely played this, and he's already at the top of the assist charts already in the Premier League, and it's just amazing. I just hope he's going to leave his mark tomorrow at the Bernabeu.
Hopefully he starts.
Yeah. I think like he's got this. It's not arrogance. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's more like he has this confidence about him and saying, I'm better than everyone. And I'm better than everybody, and I'm gonna show you why. And like he came off the bench against Wolves, you know, and scored an amazing goal. And I just felt like, I just felt something different about this guy. Like I just see him warming up. Like because I'm always like, you know, I can understand fans like to go maybe 5 minutes before the game for kickoff, but for me, I always go early to see the warm-ups. And I see Shirky in particular, just seeing around him, just either doing kickabouts, warming up. I thought, like I just know I just feel like he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something incredible. That's how I felt. That's just really how I felt when I see him. When you ever get the opportunity to go see Shirky live, whether it's for France or whether it's for City, just watch him warm up and watch him just take in the moment, and you'll understand why.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, yes, of course, as well. So I'm looking. Wait, aren't you going to the Bernabeu tomorrow, man?
Hey, no. I'm out having a meal with the family.
Okay,
Connor,
well,
would
enjoy
you
it.
potentially recall Jamal? No, I'd recall him sending him out on loan somewhere else. I don't think Celtic is the place for him. I think that's been a poor move. I think he's gone to Celtic in the middle of things that were a little bit of turmoil. And I think he was caught in the politics that was going on up there between Brendan Rodgers and the chief execs and everything and the chairman, I think. Yeah. By the way,
Celtic are chasing Hearts in the
big up Aussie Dan
Scottish Premier League.
Potts.
They won't want to be playing young academy players.
Come on, Dan. Come on, Potts. Give us a smile.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Aussie Dan Potts, Darcy gone. Turkey techie baller. Don't techie baller. What's all this techie baller stuff? The techie baller in.
Techie baller.
Chicky has the most assists in the Prem, yeah. Mike, do you think the club should be doing more with transport links, for example, open up a station at stadium with a link to one of the main stations? Well, they kind of have with it's not a major station. They've got two stations, one to Ashton, one to Manchester. should it? Were you talking about into Piccadilly, into Victoria? Don't it go into Victoria, Pat? Is it Victoria that goes into?
No, it'd be Piccadilly. It's a lot closer to Piccadilly.
Piccadilly?
The problem you have is that you're basically talking about opening up a complete. You'd have to build a completely different train line that goes through there as well.
That's what
the
I was about
closest
to say.
station. I think the closest station is Ardwick, and that's like a few. It's like a mile south of, like, say, where Mary D's is, down that direction. I think. I might have got my bearings wrong. If anybody can correct me in the chat, please.
That's potential.
Because I've taken the train the last time I took the train out of the Etihad was when I was there in the treble season, and it wasn't that bad. But the problem was that I was still recovering from a broken leg. So by the time I got back to the station, my leg was just gone. So it wouldn't be, if you're not someone who can walk long distances, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, or you can stay on your feet for long periods of time. But in terms of a train line, I don't really know if there wouldn't be, that'd be a case of the government spending billions and billions and building another train line just to go through the stadium. You need it to be beneficial for the entire community and all the north as well too. And yeah, they're just not going to do that. I mean, the best they can do is, put extra bus services on, put extra trams on that serve the Ashton line. But that's about it, really.
They did the bus thing, but there wasn't.
They're not doing the buses anymore, are they?
No, it was a trial. I don't think it works.
Okay.
I mean, Lexstar, do you know this? Because I know they were doing buses from all the surrounding areas, and I don't think they got the take up of what they expected.
Was there any? There was some sort of rumors going around last year or two about them possibly even trying to build an underground.
Well, this is what Lexstar wrote to the mayor. So we wrote to Andy Burnham. Said, no, would you think they would need to look at something with being a stadium? See, with the stadium being, with us now having the Euro 28 rights, I think they do need to increase it, because there's one thing I think, I mean, they need to sort the parking out. Okay, parking's a disgrace, which I won't go into again, because Hong and everyone is bored of me, moaning about parking on match days in that place. But if you get a car, they allow all the foot traffic to go first.
Do you know what they could do straight off the bat? Just a thought straight off the bat. The Asda car park, build a multi-story.
They won't allow it. That's why they try to buy it. That's what they were trying to buy Asda for. No, but they are building a new one.
Which would make sense. Straight off the bat would make sense.
Yeah. Further back where they got rid of the big oil rig, whatever, not oil rig, tanker.
Yeah, the big,
apparently there is somewhere over there they are going to build a multi-story. But, mate, with due respect, I parked in the multi-story for Wembley. That takes forever to get out. Unless you're in the disabled zone or you come out early, coming out the multi-stories. I went to the AO Arena in the multi-story. It took 2 hours to get out. A multi-story is not as good unless you leave early. The multi-stories can be worse. Because if you're on level 7, for example, you've got to wait for the other 6 levels to clear out.
Do you know what the big problem is, Martin? It all depends on where you put that as well, too. Because if you just put it on if you just put it on like a little B road, like kind of similar to like what Alan Turing Way is or Ashton New Road is, then you're going to have gridlock. You're going to have gridlock for an hour after the game finishes.
Yeah. You know where that's
like, I'll give you an example. Like, say, Olympic Park, for example, here in Sydney, like where Oasis played their shows last month. The car park there, like the prices are one thing, but the convenience of it actually isn't that bad.
Damn.
And
he's loving a bit of check, yeah.
But the thing, thing is,
listen. Just look at his body language. You know he's ready to leave his mark tomorrow. You just know it right here.
Bro, bro.
Yeah. You just know it. You just know he's gonna leave it. Like I don't like. Yeah, it's like I know because he wears his I don't know, like because he's French. He wears Chanel shoes, by the way, and he has a Chanel bag whenever he on match days. Whenever he goes, it's just
Hong. Yeah. Right, you know him too much now. You know what bloody bag they've got now going into the ground, man. Calm down. Stop stalking him.
It's not.
Hong, if you start doing fashion vlogs, we know exactly where that came from.
I'm not starting, but like, I go to the games early and I sit down. I just see what they.
I know you do.
I just see.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You sat in front of me the other match. I know exactly where you are.
Yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
knew exactly where I was. Yeah. Well, I'll probably like look when I'm gonna be when I'm tomorrow evening when I'm sat in the away section at the Bernabeu, and I'll probably zoom in. You'll see on my vlog tomorrow morning when I zoom in on the players coming out of the match. I'll probably
Oh,
be
you're
Real
not
Madrid
taking your
players as well.
selfie stick, are you? Give the
Sadly,
selfie stick
no.
that off.
No, I'm the type of person that just has the the regular camera of my phone in her hand and
Yeah,
just
you might
like,
not be able to get the
just
selfie stick into the
so,
Bernabeu.
I'm just gonna use the
Yeah.
newsletter. So I'm just gonna like my vlogging it. So I'm looking forward to it.
You would think there would be funds from the government. You can build a park and ride. I think this is the problem. They have done the park and ride. I don't think it works.
Yeah, the problem you've got is, and I was alluding to this just before about Sydney Olympic Park, where a lot of people have certain complaints about the parking, like how expensive it is, and to be honest, like Olympic Park is quite a remote area compared to the rest of downtown Sydney. But the thing that makes it work, at least from my experience being there, is the fact that once you drive out, it's big, wide, sort of double lane, dual carriageway roads, and then you only have to drive about maybe not even a mile, and you're already on Parramatta Road, which used to be the old highway that connected Western Sydney to downtown Sydney, and you've got the M4, a massive 4 or 5 lane motorway going each way. So once you get out of that car park, there's not too far to go. So the problem you have is that you got to don't just look at the infrastructure directly around the ground. You've got to look at within, say, a mile radius. And to be honest, if there's nothing that sort of benefits any element of making the experience better, then just plonking a car park there is not going to improve it. All you're doing is you're just moving the bottleneck somewhere else. And that's where it becomes a bit of a problem for me. And as much as I love Manchester, I think it's difficult. Some cities are perfectly suited for certain infrastructure, and some cities are perfectly not suited for certain infrastructure. And just the way that sort of Manchester sets itself up, it is more suited to ground transport. It doesn't.
Well, yeah, and not only that, a park and ride, for example, it's a great idea. The stadium and the city centre are too close together for a park and ride.
Yeah.
Because that's the problem. You can walk. It's a 10-minute walk.
Oh, you can walk. Yeah,
Manco's to the stadium.
Yeah.
Do you need a park and ride? Has to be probably a mile or two away. To get the access you need out of a park and ride.
Yep.
The stadium's too close to the city centre for anything of a park and ride. And like you got the Mancunian Way, by the way. That's why we call it the Mancunian Way, because the Mancunian. If anyone wants to know why we call this the Mancunian Way, the Mancunian Way goes from where Main Road was to where the Etihad.
In fact, no, actually, weren't the Rugs naming this season's away kit the Mancunian Way? I think we may have to get in touch. We may have to get in touch with our legal team over that.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell. Are you here now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Have you been on your bike ride?
No.
Bloody hell.
I told you. I'm here for 2 days and then I'm out of here. The vacation starts.
Are you still on vacation?
No, I'm working, Martin.
Oh, you're back home now? Oh, you're working?
No, I'm not back home yet. I told you, I'm in the office and then I'm going home.
You had to be on the space the other day to understand a lot of this.
You say you're going on holiday somewhere, Danielle. Where are you going to?
I'm going back home to Portugal.
Oh, nice.
No, at some point, we were nearly helping Danielle remove her bike seat from his...
Oh, the things I do on Spaces.
Yeah, the things that we get up to on these After Dark Spaces on Twitter. Crazy.
But I was listening that you guys were talking about, I think it was Livramento, but then also some of the transfers. The first word that came to mind is escrow. Escrow.
That was the word I was after. Thank you.
So when clubs, even with contract extensions, bonuses, or when they're trying to figure out a transfer for a certain player, depending on the fiscal year, when it starts, when it ends, they put money aside in an escrow account that the money it's in the escrow account during the waiting period while the different parties negotiate the agreed upon fee and then the amount that the player agrees on the contract as well. And more times than not, clubs don't like to change that amount. And so that's why, depending on club and sporting director, they're very stringent on their target list because they want to stay within the frameworks of what's been allotted to each escrow account for the transfer period, or in some cases even for a specific target. So if it's, let's say, a Livramento, certain age, certain position, certain market value, the club may have allocated, I don't know, 160 million, and that 160 million may be what they have negotiating contracts, agent bonuses, and then there's another portion there for the contracts, what he signs with City, and that's going to be the specific account that's going to be paying out the players and the different parties through the duration of that contract. Once the contract extension then, let's say, resumes, the money in that escrow account will also then change, but they don't like to move around too much. So one reason why certain clubs use certain agencies tend to use different financial parties to facilitate the transfer, the deals getting done sooner rather than later. When you tend to go outside specific targets, let's say they have a different agency group, City may want to use a different, let's say, financier firm with that facilitates them access to the escrow account with the liquidity. The other party may prefer, let's say, a different one. And so sometimes that's what tends to hold up certain deals. Certain parties may want to be paid sooner rather than later. And then the other part that you guys were talking about, the prize winning, a big chunk of, let's say, even UCL or league prize money is front loaded. And then as you go through the competition phase, the money gets paid in different installments through different period.
Yes.
Once you qualify, but it's front loaded at the start of the season, which is why in the case of Livramento and Newcastle, if they have a good indication that they're tracking towards making Europe, then they can start planning for the next fiscal year and transfer on the amount of money that they assume to be getting front loaded, that they could then use for other transfer targets that they'll have to either reach out for a line of credit, that they'll use the escrow account, or that they'll use for other stuff. But generally speaking, you were right on the money when you were talking to the other person on how it's paid. You don't get it immediately. It's either
they feel like this truck just backs up and this load of money just comes down.
It started this season, and then knockout period. Well, under this format, maybe even a little bit different.
But this is why you have to do your books. Well, this is why City got done with the 115.
Yes.
Because where people forgot is what the Premier League was, we've all gone through this, have said is, well, you got your first year wrong because you always put your figures in 12 months ahead. You say, this is what we are projected for the next 12 months. So what the Premier League have said is, you've got your first year wrong, so you've got the next 8, 9, 10 years all wrong now. That's why all the charges bounced up. Yes. This is why it took so long, because they've now had to go through every single year of transactions for 14 years. This is the part no one gets.
I would love to be the accountant on that payroll, because that sounds like a hell of a lot of work.
Could you imagine going through 15 years of your books?
Well, and on some parties, I think it was with Mancini, allegedly. Let me just say that. So,
thank you for that.
So you or me are
the
not
man knows legal talk.
Allegedly. So even if you go and do that investigation, let's say on Mancini, depending on how the lawyers write up the contract and the payments, even if you were investigating, if he's being paid through a shell company, there's just no way for even the Prem to be able to get access that far back to determine how they were paid. It's just it's a headache and legal loopholes that you have to jump through just to get that amount of information. And I think the Prem is stupid for doing it, but City are
Well,
where
that's
they
why
are.
Simon Jordan said, in other words, they've over-egged the pudding because they put too many charges on. If they'd have just done 20 charges or 30 charges, this should all be, they've done too many.
I agree.
And not only that, you might even be dealing with people who are no longer involved. They've moved on to new jobs.
That's correct. And
They've then got to come, and it's not gone into a court of law, so they've not subpoenaed anyone.
And they're under no obligation
Exactly.
what's the word?
To have a chat with anyone.
To have a chat with anyone. If they say we don't want to talk to you, there's only so much that you can proceed to push them legally in order to get them to disclose, which is what's hard, because if you're, again, allegedly a former city employee and you're very well compensated, why would you talk? I mean, if you do speak and you try and go back and work within that same field, the chances of you being found out and then blackballed or have a reputation as known as somebody that cooperated with the Premier League, you don't want to deal with that. So I think people are more inclined to shut their mouth.
The emails got me because it's like, I mean, I get it. But
the emails were leaked through the Portuguese hacker.
But the thing
who has a reputation of tampering with those emails too.
But the thing with the emails, Danielle, and there's a word that has been lost in all of this, which I'm going to put it on my Twitter feed, actually, on the channel Twitter feed. Context is king. You may have sent a text message 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Can you remember the context behind that text message 12 years ago?
No. Well, that's the thing. In today's world, context is the last thing that they consider. It's, can you get the allegations at the front with the charges, and then as you proceed through the case and you get more context, you find out that you don't have a very strong argument in what you're trying to charge City with, in this case, allegedly, versus the actual context of what occurred 14 years ago. If there were that particular rule in play, would the circumstances been different? If they were, great, but if they weren't, then you have an uphill battle in trying to then charge them.
Won't get thrown out now, Governor, because it's already been
heard. No.
It's been heard.
Yeah, no, it won't get thrown out. I'm still of the belief that both parties it's within the Prem's interest to see City stay in the Prem, in a healthy state to compete. But then also it's within City's interest to give the Prem.
Hang on, can I just run to this, Deco? Might be serious. In any profession, emails are linked to context. It's not like private chats. All right, then, which I hear your point. But I'll put it this way. So I have an email account at school. I used to work in a school that I left 2 months ago. Schools are now businesses. My email account was linked to the school business, so everything had to go through to HR, the local council, everything. Do you know the councils only keep 3 years worth of emails?
To save space.
Deleted.
It's like a timestamping.
And then they're deleted. So, yes, to a point, you got to remember the emails will come through the hacks. Not saying the emails don't look bad. I agree, but I don't think you will be able to get the context 14 years later.
Yep.
I'm not sure they're going to, unless they've saved it on some hard drive somewhere.
What's the back date for City's case? Is it 10 plus years?
Yeah.
Oh God, that retention.
Well, that's why
it's going back to pre-Mancini days.
Well, this is why they argued, Danielle. They're saying under UK law, it can only go back 6 years, I believe.
And then anything moving.
Exactly. This is what I mean. It's such. I understand what Decode you're saying, but not many companies carry that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm from Ireland, but you're knowing that there were laws there and then for a time. No, but for a time limit. Not a lot of them are not 10 years.
Yeah.
Because that's why they'll move to paper form. Some will move to paper form because they can't keep it on a database for years and years and years and years and years.
Martin, a lot of our flight data and flight records and
Yes,
departure
exactly.
reports
Yeah,
and things
you
like
keep
that.
them as paper copies.
We don't
That's
keep
what I
them
mean.
for more than
Yeah.
about 2 years, because if anybody from the general public wants to come back and complain about a certain thing, our defense is we've given you 2 years to do so. Sorry, man. Yeah.
Go, because the code's right. They have a time limit on where they keep, then it goes to paper copies. You're meant to keep what they call a paper copy. But I can promise you now, everyone will have heard this. Well, they got lost. They got burned. They've been misplaced.
My favorite one is the person that set up the contract agreement for the
whether they've kept them no decode.
For the storage is no longer there, and they're the only authorized party to be able to go.
Exactly, yeah.
Reclaim,
I agree with what the code's
documents.
saying. The code is right in the letter of the law. You are right, but you know yourself, things go missing all the time. That's all I'm saying. For me, I think the Premier League have done too much. I think they've done too much.
Bitten off more than they can chew.
Is Ed still here?
Ed's still here, I believe. Yeah, Ed, are you still here? He does this in spaces, you know. He just pisses off.
Hi, Hong.
I'm here, man. I'm here. Hey, man, it's 8 o'clock here, man. I'm still working on some stuff.
Are you still working?
I'm not working, but I have a lot of moving pieces going on.
Anyway, after 3,
Jeez,
you're all
I
going to
had to work in an hour.
Now. After 3, I'm joking.
Birthday to you.
No, I'm joking. Gee whiz.
Who ate all the cake?
Martin.
Wow.
You sound like my mother, Martin. She
Who just said who ate all the cake?
And that was Ed. That was Ed.
Oh. Sorry, Martin. Speaking of cake, did you read what Yaya Toure? Did you read what Yaya Toure said about Pep?
Oh, so that's what happened to Yaya's cake.
Did you read about what Yaya said about Pep? He just reignited his bitter feud with Pep Guardiola again. I think that was.
I don't think it helps his brother. I think he needs to shut up with that.
Yeah.
His brother's an assistant manager now. Stop, assistant coach.
Martin, he's bitter. He's bitter.
Yeah.
I understand it, but I don't think it also helps him speaking out. He's bitter still.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yo, big up the chat, big up the panel. I got to dip. Y'all have a good one.
No worries, mate. Big up, Ad.
All right, mate.
Damn.
Well, were the quotes remember from his wife? Was it?
I think I'm telling you about it being from his wife or something.
Some of his
It has
wife.
to be from his wife. Yeah, probably his wife.
The fact that there's always something coming out from him every year, I think, is Dimitri. I know he's retired, but is Dimitri Selig still his agent?
No,
No.
He was the one who
who
had it shit all the way through his career.
It's just
He's
like
still getting into his ear or something.
There is still bitterness there. You can see there is a bitterness.
Yeah, they're trying to bash Pep.
Well, here's the question. Think he looks at it of Aguero's got a statue, David Silva got a statue, Company got a statue. I was part of that. I've got nothing.
There's a reason
Doesn't
behind
Yaya
that.
have a training pitch named after him or something?
Yeah, I thought he had a mosaic on the training pitch.
Well,
he had a training pitch.
That's been up and down more than a Deansgate
Stock
woman's
market.
knickers.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I think you remember like I think
think
Martin,
I
do you remember the
missed that
period in Pep's first year in the 16-17 period where Yaya was out of the team for a period of time and Pep said to him, "You're not coming back until you apologize." He eventually caved in and apologized to the team, Pep, and everybody involved, and he then started playing well. But the 17-18 season, he didn't play much, of course, because of course,
About 90% of that squad was undroppable. Yeah.
Yeah, and also his legs wasn't what it used to be, and it was quite justifiable as well. So
I just think it's it's weird because I think if you go back through a lot of managers, I mean you're seeing it now with Salah. The amount of managers and players, there's one manager, and that manager will deal with 40 players a season, including youth. Imagine that over a 30-year period. You're not going to get on with everyone. There's going to be people you don't get on with.
I heard a very interesting quote today that kind of changed my thought.
Oh, are you off your island? Have you come back to mainland?
No, listen. I've got a little dinghy attached to the island. Every now and then I hear some quotes from the mainland telling me life is good, but for now I'm planted there with a fire and a tent, and I'm building up a new society. But the quote said that I think it was Thierry Henry, and he said the manager's job is not to be your friend or to get along with you.
No, it's to
The
be a
man,
boss.
yeah, the manager's job is to make sure that you are producing that gets the team the outcome. And players, even great players, they lose sight of that. And then he used the example that I think it was the season after Barcelona won the treble that he said that he had a falling out with Pep. And people wouldn't have known that there was a falling out between the two. He handled it privately. I think there was a game that following season where they traveled away, and he had spoken to the back room with the team and some of the other officials and Pep, and he ended up going to the stands. Per his remarks, he ended up going to the stands for that game, but you wouldn't have known that there was a falling out unless it was later disclosed. But there was tension there, and so how Mo Salah kind of handled it, it's not good. I'm always going to side with the players to some part, but you just don't do this when your team is also going through a chaos transition period. And then it made me think about the young players that we have, where the team is, where certain guys are in their careers, and if Pep starts showing friendship, shoulder, all that to one player, then it becomes the expectation or the perceived in expectation with others. So you can't do that. So sometimes having a cold shoulder and being ruthless and team oriented is the best approach.
Yeah.
In
Or tough
under
love.
the it's tough love because it's a results oriented. What have you done for me lately? Sort of world, and doesn't matter
Yeah.
if you're a young player or Mo Salah or
Yeah.
Marmoush. The
Yeah.
managers are going to
Big,
give you the glove.
yeah. I think Aguero was out of the team for a period in the
Yeah,
16,
yeah, yeah,
17
yeah,
people.
yeah.
And he
yeah.
did, and not once he did actually spoke out to the media or he just accepted it is what it is, and then he eventually got back into the team.
Yep. Professional.
So stay professional. And don't forget, in his last season, Aguero didn't start a lot because of injuries and all that, but not once he complained because he knew
Yeah,
he
there's no toys
accepted
out
where
the
he
pram. Yeah.
didn't throw toys at the player. Not once, not once. I mean,
Mm.
Marmoush is not doing the same thing. Marmoush is not even throwing his toy back around. He just
No, they are. They're just doing
yeah.
it privately.
Yeah.
They're doing it in a private way.
Marmoush has gotten the best 18 months of his life. He went from €1 million to 16 in 18 months. You shut up.
That's
And
true.
you
That's true. No, that's true.
Yeah.
You shut your mouth and get on with that. I agree. Yeah, I do agree with
Money,
that.
money. And he just
Somebody
got
gives me
married too, bro.
Yeah,
Just got
could you
married as
imagine?
well.
I'm
Yeah,
playing
no,
for
I'm
Manchester
not.
City.
Listen,
Money, money.
Mamouche, I've always said this. I think Mamouche should be fine after the AFCON. I just think it sounds daft, this, but I think AFCON's played games with many players. I think
AFCON will play him into form.
I'm going to say this again about Mo Salah, and it turned weird. I did a show earlier, and it went down the racist road, which with the media, which I didn't like, because we can't keep throwing the racist card out every time a foreign player has issues. My issue with Salah is, listen, there are faults on both sides, but is it not a coincidence? This is the third time he has done this, and on every single occasion, it's when he's been benched. Are you telling me that's not a coincidence anymore?
No. It's definitely a pattern with him, and he tends to be very strategic even when he speaks out.
People forgot what he did to Klopp. Do you remember? Bench against West Ham. If I speak, there'll be fire.
Ego.
What?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't he even?
And that's because he sat his ass on the bench at West Ham. You're not missed. This is my issue, and I think this is what's happened with content creating. And people think but I have a big issue with this at the minute with content creating. Not that anyone in general, just the general gist of content creating. It's now a weekly debate. So everyone's won a league or they've lost a league. by 1 game. So this week, City are favourites. Next week, Arsenal are favourites. Next week, City will be favourites. And we'll do this for 38 games, back and forth tennis. You also do it now on players. He's world class. No, he's not world class. Yes, he is world class. Well, he scored 2 goals this week, so he's world class again. And now we do it on everything.
Football's living in the moment too much, Martin.
Yeah, we live in a world, and I'm sorry, we do this player FC's thing. I got asked earlier, and you know my thing, Danielle. I know you joked with me about Foden, but someone said to me, if Haaland did this, what would you say? I said, you know what, piss off. No football player is bigger than the club. Nobody.
Or the team as well.
If you don't want to
try telling Barcelona that, though.
And this is what gives me off. This is why I felt sorry for Newcastle the other day. Because isn't it weird that Liverpool got a player by chucking his toys out the pram and being a dick? When the shoe's on the other foot, it's not nice, is it? Liverpool now want the world to feel sorry for them. They weren't feeling sorry for Newcastle in the summer.
Karma's a bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Let me retract that. Sorry, you may get a strike. Karma is a bitch. I said bitch.
But it is.
Bitch.
We're past the watershed, Danielle.
No, Choppy's in the chat. He's a Newcastle fan. So big up, Chopper. But Choppy will know. No one felt sorry for Newcastle in the summer.
I agree. And now look, and I mean, it's not, isn't it? It's not really a surprise to see where Liverpool where they are, Martin.
To me, players, Kevin De Bruyne last season was in and out of the team. I'm sorry, Danielle, you're not gonna like this part, and I don't mean to trigger you, but KDB was in and out of the team last season. I didn't see him going doing an interview, moaning. I didn't see Zabaleta doing interviews. Didn't see Aguero. Listen, if people understood what went on between Pep and Aguero, gee whiz.
Well,
Wow.
Martin, if it varies by club, by player, the severity of the issue, because I remember when Ronaldo was having the fiasco with Ralph Rangnick and United, and then he went to Piers Morgan and gave that interview. I did not like how he handled that either. However, where the club was, and I think I'll use United as an example. United have an institutional protectionism where a lot of their issues, they don't like it to come out. But a lot of their issues, I think fans know.
That's because they're on the stock exchange as well, you know, Danielle.
Yeah. You're right.
So there is a thing with being on the stock exchange at the same time of stuff coming out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But on Ronaldo and United, some things I think needed to be said so that the club could move forward. It's just a matter of when the person says it and how it could then affect the season. Because right after he gave that interview, I think it was in the fall, and then he was gone by January. He didn't play for them afterwards. So certain players, I mean, they'll do it regardless. But I'm of the belief now with this situation with Salah and Slot that I think Salah's going to be gone, and also think Slot's going to be gone. And the news that Hung alluded to with Xabi Alonso, I don't think that was also by coincidence. No.
That's pre-planned.
Yeah, I've read some stuff in the Madrid spaces that there is a faction close to Florentino that don't like how the project is currently going, and that Alonso's responding more like Ancelotti and less like Xabi, and it may to do some of those players. What they say, what they do during the week isn't what they do during the game on the weekends. And I think he's understood that, and you're not going to win a fight against the players unless you get the bad players out, which in this case, I don't think he's got the gravitas to do. So Madrid may be using the fiasco at Liverpool that occurred as a way of also hinting that they're going to dump Alonso and kind of go with somebody else. But if I'm them, I don't renew Vinny. I think Vinny's a bad actor. I think even Rodrigo, how he's handled himself, I think he's a bad actor. And
Yeah, Vinny, but is this not a problem? Let's go through him. Isaac,
no,
Isaac,
absolutely.
Visser. You look at Salah now. You look at you said Vinny Jr., Rodrigo,
Bellingham.
What
Even
the hell is going on?
Egos.
welcome to the player empowerment
Right,
era.
what do you mean chatting shit? Chatting shit in what way?
Yeah, I mean, so I was gonna say, like, I was gonna say,
support Decode. Who do you support out of interest?
I was gonna put a say that about this, like, Martin, I think I get where you're coming from, where you don't feel Alonso will be sacked. But my feeling inside me that is, if we beat Real Madrid tomorrow convincingly, I think Alonso will be gone straight away.
I agree.
I still have that feeling in me. I mean, and Martin, I get your disagreement, no problem, but I just still stand by that. I just still stand by it.
No, and that's fine. Listen,
Yeah.
I have no problem with anyone disagreeing. You know me, mate. No problem with it. It's all opinions.
No.
My biggest issue
yes.
in football now is
Yeah.
player power is going too far.
Yeah, I agree.
It's now swinging the wrong way.
Mm.
Because you know yourself, so all of us, whether we're like me now, an independent work for myself, and Pat works for us all, and everyone else, we're a team. We're all co-running it for you guys and you guys there. Do you know what gets me? We've all had bosses. We've all had to work for a boss at some time in our career. None of us would speak to our bosses like that.
No.
They've got this idea of, because you're a footballer and who I am, and I'm Mr. Liverpool, or I'm Mr. Newcastle, that was my issue with Isaac. Isaac thought he was bigger than the football club.
Oh, God.
Mbappe thought he was bigger than PSG. We can go through all these different things. I'm old enough to remember Pierre Van Hooijdonk doing this at Nottingham Forest. Do you remember? He went on strike. He went on strike.
Well, I heard about it, but I know about him from his final days. He was brilliant at final.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no worries, mate. He said, I'm not coming back until ABC is done. Bollocks. Who do you think you are? If you've got a general gripe, I'll hear it and I will agree with it. I'm not saying players don't have a right to speak up. It's why they have a union, by the way. We have a union in the Premier League. Go to your union. Even if they made him sign that contract to get a bigger fee for him, so what? You do not own you do not own Liverpool. He has been a fabulous player. My issue is, I think there's fault on Salah's side, there is fault on Liverpool's side, but there is too much guessing, surmising, and I'm not sure what happened. Everyone's making up their own scenario. He was promised A, B, C, and D. We don't know what he was promised because none of us were in the meeting. And what's happened is, what you're doing is, instead of having a good faith conversation, what we're doing now is parking ourselves in the Salah camp or the Liverpool camp. And I'm always in the club camp. Why? Because I'm a Manchester City supporter. I'm not a Highland supporter. I'm not a Cherokee supporter. I'll support them while they've got the shirt on. But once they leave, I'm not going with them. If Haaland goes to Real Madrid tomorrow, I'm not going watching him at Real Madrid. False to that.
Martin, when you start supporting the back of the shirt and not the front of it, that's when you're gone.
Yeah, I agree. I think same thing with Alvarez. I won't say anything with Alvarez. Like a lot of people won't like me saying this, but like I was saying about Julian Alvarez, say, listen, Alvarez is gone. Please move on. I'm a Man City fan. If you love Alvarez that much, why don't you go follow him at Atletico Madrid then? Because I'm not saying, look, he's been incredible. Like, don't get me wrong, he's been incredible for us. But I want to reiterate this: he wanted to leave because he felt that he wasn't getting the game time he wanted in the preferred position that he wanted to play in, which is Haaland's position. That's why he left for Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid gave City the money they wanted, and they let him go, and that's it. And they were like, "Oh, why didn't Bernardo? Why did we keep Bernardo? No, what I'm trying to say, Bernardo Silva never wanted to leave. There was no indication that Bernardo Silva wanted to leave City, because I think it was just all Spanish media rubbish. making it that he wanted to leave
They
when
were
he
just trying to
wasn't.
spin truth out of pure speculation because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, it's like
Yeah.
players always go, we'll see what the future brings. But
Yeah.
then the media want to spin that by saying, like, well, this is all the variables of what the future may bring. And then they'll try and spin it into some sort of truth about it. While players are just speaking in pure layman's terms, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
But they'll just want to spin it like as if it's every possibility.
Salah's reportedly on 400k a week.
Yeah. Damn. Wow.
That's why Saudi's the only place for him to go.
So you know what? He's selling. I hope I think he's been a brilliant player and he's a Liverpool legend. Do not get me wrong, but no player is bigger than the football club. I'm sorry, they're not, and that includes Haaland for me. If Erling Haaland acted like Isak did in the summer, I'd drive him to his new club.
You better get yourself ready for 2 years from now. Then
I would drive him to his new club. I am a Manchester City fan, not name on the back fan. Unless you're Phil Foden, I'll give Phil Foden the longest piece of string he wants.
I knew that. Show your bias.
Who's the Brexit football fan now?
I'm doing that.
Who's the bloody Brexit football fan now? We're all
Show your
pretending
bias.
now.
Yeah.
Show your bias.
And speaking of and speaking of Mr. Foden, and
Just when we
speaking of
thought the
Mr.
agendas are
Foden,
over.
and speaking of Mr. Foden, Martin, I just got this feeling that he's going to give you a very good birthday present tomorrow. Probably, maybe. This is just me. My feeling tells me that maybe like around the closing to the end of halftime. Got a feeling you'll probably celebrate in the best way possible, and you'll hear about it. Well, and I'll be there in the stadium witnessing it.
I do have a pivot question.
Oh, we haven't even talked about João Cancelo here.
Yeah. Cancelo downing tools.
The man who tried to punch Rico Lewis, by the way.
And fight Phil.
Yeah.
That's setting a standard to the youngsters, isn't it?
Didn't he try to fight Phil, Martin? I'm surprised you were out the front of the training ground going, come on.
I want to fight you. Oh, yeah. I think Pep said to him, fight for your place. I think he took it a bit too literally. Jesus, let's go, boy.
He's just passion. It's passion.
Bro took it literal.
Passion.
It's passion.
Yeah.
I have a question.
He's passion. Piss off with that. Don't do that because he's your fellow Portuguese star.
Does anybody have an issue with Semenyo and how his camp has been very vocal in the media? Because didn't he just sign an extension a couple months back? And now he's angling for the move?
I mean, to
That'll
be
be his
fair,
agency trying to get a big old payday.
it's good for his career because he's at Bournemouth.
It's a space now. Welcome to the late night Twitter spaces.
Yep.
Even
you're right. He signed a new contract with Bournemouth until the summer of 2030.
Oh, Briggs is here as well.
Back in July.
Yeah.
Well, it took you that long to realise. You brought him in.
Well, I thought he was going to piss off. I thought he was on his way to Madrid.
No, I'm in Madrid now. I'm just literally on the way back to my hotel. Just been in a karaoke bar.
It's 2:30 in the morning. What are you doing?
Stay safe out there, Harry. I'll see you tomorrow.
Karaoke. That you usually stay till about half 2. We're doing karaoke.
Be safe.
Oh, I'm safe. Don't worry, lads. We've just been singing a bit of High School Musical and a bit of Christmas music with a load of City fans. I know where it sits.
All right, say that again. You've been singing what in the karaoke bar?
Let him live, Martin.
It's the start of something new.
I'll see you tomorrow at the game.
Martin, there's your intro for next season.
Hold up. Hong's coming to the game, did I just hear? Good lad.
Yeah.
When you flight over, mate?
Musical.
I want to go to the Bodo Glimt game. A lot of people are apparently going to that game.
I can go. I would literally have to fly out the first thing
By the way,
morning to get home in time for work.
If you're coming over here, just be warned. It's like
tricky
English weather. It's pissing down.
I've been to Madrid before.
I was in Tromsø. I was at the top of Norway 12 months ago, so I've got my end for Bodo.
What were you doing at the top of Norway?
Yeah, Tromsø. It's like the global hub of the Northern Lights.
Really?
Wearing the
The warmest it was there was 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Jesus.
The amount of people who says
Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Fahrenheit.
The amount of people who are
minus
trying
18.
to go to Bodo Glimt is going to end up like York City. there's only 300 odd tickets, and every bugger's trying to get out there. It's going to be like York City, this Bodo Glim.
It's going to
Hold
be
on,
a
what's
good
that?
Auntie,
atmosphere.
fight for your
I'll
tickets.
buy a ticket in the home end if I have to.
Hold on,
Yeah.
what was
Fight
it
for your
about, sorry?
tickets.
Hold on, Glim.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I was gonna say so is it what's the weather like right now in Madrid at this very moment in time?
Yeah, I'm currently getting soaked. It's
Okay,
pissing down.
it's fine. I'll be prepared anyway. So go with me.
By the way, Hong,
Will it be
I'm just going to
chucking
let you
down
know,
for
yeah?
game time?
I'm just
Repeat
going to let
that,
you know.
sorry?
Yeah, I'm just going to let you know, right, that there's currently nowhere to eat and drink in Plaza Mayor because they've got the Christmas markets on in the square.
Mum. No. Okay.
So
I'll just
it'll
have
be the
to,
Spanish Weatherspoons.
I'm just the Spanish
Jesus, even
Weatherspoon. Well,
Weatherspoons
because
there.
I'm going straight to that. Because once I land at Madrid, I'm going straight to my hotel to settle in for
Yeah.
a bit, and then I'll just walk around the city. Then go to the date. Then I'm gonna go to the ground tomorrow and get my ticket. And obviously, I got my ticket. Sorry, I got my ticket already. I just need to match it
What
with my
time is
passport.
kickoff?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock
8
in
o'clock
Madrid.
UK, 9 o'clock. Look.
Oh,
8 UK.
Yeah.
9 o'clock because we're hard.
7
My
a.m. for us.
first,
That's not bad actually. 7 a.m.'s
Just
alright.
want to let this know. This is my first ever UEFA Champions League game to watch live, and what?
Martin had a point. Then you're going to be seeing, or you're going to be hearing "A la Madrid" and hearing the Madrid anthem.
I'll be ready
Yeah.
for it. I'll
All
be
you'll
ready
hear
for
for
it.
about
Daniel,
all you'll hear for
Daniel,
about
3 times
75
in a
of the
row.
90 minutes is just
Big up, Chopper. Take care, mate. I'll probably see you on
Yep.
Bob's channel. Take care, mate. Thank
Yeah.
you for dropping it.
I'll be ready for it. I'll be ready for it.
Rigda, you do understand, yeah?
Go on.
I told Hong earlier, you're going to have to tell him he's going to come on with that Madrid anthem in his head.
No offence, man, but I'm sat with them. I'm sat with their Madrid lot. Pisses me off.
Oh, is that where you all get put?
Well, for the disabled section, yeah.
Oh,
But
you
for
can't get up there,
yeah,
can you? No,
it's all the
yeah.
steps, even with the renovation. So
Yeah.
Hong's going to enjoy walking up the 90 flights of steps with all the City fans, but it's going to be like St James's Park.
it's just the Iberian St
Oh.
James's Park. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Do you know what? I'm so lucky that I go to the gym, so I'll be ready for it. So it's all good.
Well, at this rate, Hong, by the time you get back to Manchester, mate, you'll have calves like Jack Grealish.
Exactly.
I hope so, anyway. I hope
But
so.
I can't say much, right? I'm not allowed to explore much, but I was chatting to a certain member of the Foden family tonight.
Oh,
How are they?
Yeah, they're out here, they're enjoying life. Wanting to be with all the Blues in Dubliners, enjoying a pan, enjoying a sing-song.
Cool. I'm looking
Brilliant.
forward to it.
Well, there's
yeah.
only two. I know there's only two you were speaking to. They'll both be female, and it's which one you've spoken to, innit?
I will
I was gonna say,
confirm later.
I'm gonna say this. I'm just praying and hoping,
Shit,
and
no.
I already hope the Man City fans around the world that I pray that I see a win live with my own eyes tomorrow night.
come on.
I hope I see a win.
Thank you, 123 P Days. Thank you very much for your kind super chat. Big up the boys. I have a bad feeling about the game tomorrow. Those fuckers, I think it means, can turn up, especially if Mbappe plays. I hope I'm wrong.
Gotta need some
We're
positivity.
gonna.
Yeah, I agree with that one because
We can win with
Real
the
Madrid
under
always turn up in
21.
Champions League nights. They always do. They didn't turn up against Vigo on Sunday.
Spartacus?
I've seen they turn up against Liverpool, innit?
Spartacus, are you in your car and the windscreen
Right, back in a
wipers are
moment.
going off?
Bros.
Yes, I am in my car.
I can-
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, just let you know we're going to drop in 5 because I need to go.
Yeah.
Right, will there be a space
So I
tomorrow?
already got to
No.
work.
I'm
Yeah.
out for a birthday meal tomorrow, so there's not going to be anything on the channel now. Maybe Thursday daytime. Tomorrow, I'll tell you, tomorrow I'm on Footy Judge Mo at 2. Then I'm going out for my birthday.
Are you having a steak?
Look,
I'll do a
Yeah,
YouTube short, probably. But this channel's going to be all over the shop, because I'm away this weekend. I'm back Monday. So there probably won't be anything till Monday, but we may do some at Thursday daytime. And as you saw,
Good night, thank you.
I'm doing some
Yeah.
things with my nephew as well at the moment.
oh,
Can I just say, by the way, while I've got everyone here, a massive thank you to everyone who shared and donated on the link. My sister and the family are very thankful for that. So thank you very much for that
You're
support.
also, let's just hope that the boys give Martin the best birthday present tomorrow, which is 3 points at the Bernabeu. All right, let's just hope it. Yes, and
Well,
I really
everyone's
hope.
saying have a lovely time, Hong.
Oh, thank you so much, and I hope I get to see a win tomorrow. I hope. I'm praying, and I'm still gonna be twitchy and nervous when I sit down in my seat tomorrow. Twitchy, nervous, like probably shaking my legs and pulling my hair out, literally through the game. So
You gotta look like Dylan's profile picture.
sorry, Dylan. Dylan who? Sorry.
Dylan is below
The
you.
ball
You see
guy.
his profile
Just below
picture.
us.
Tylen's
No,
had
I
a
haven't.
haircut.
Hold up, I'm back.
He's
You
got a
said you're
bald
pulling your
head.
hair out. You're gonna look like Dylan's
Yeah.
profile picture.
Yeah, well, maybe it's but yeah. Not the
And
best,
with the Jack
but
Grealish calves, mate. Yeah, you're gonna be.
yeah, Grealish. Hopefully, because yeah,
Oh, hang on.
because
Sorry, I've just seen something I wasn't meant to do. Is that the... Oh, hang on. What's that?
That scares me. Martin's seen something he's
No.
not supposed.
No, I've just... Someone's leaked the thing trailer.
Just make sure you share the right page.
Wait, what
The
trailer?
the Doomsday trailer.
Doomsday.
Also,
Martin.
yes.
No.
Are you talking about
It
DC?
has to be AI. It hasn't.
What do you mean?
If
No,
you-
it
if
is
you also
due
get
to
chance,
come
Hong,
out. It is due to come out in the
Yeah.
next week or so.
What?
What are you
if you get a
talking
chance,
about?
Hong, do the Atletico Stadium tour. It's well worth it.
Oh yeah,
It does
I've
look like
actually-
a good ground. You know they're hosting next the end of next season's Champions League final.
Yeah, they've said.
actually,
Wait, are they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, speaking of, well, thank you for mentioning it to me. I actually went to Atletico Madrid Stadium to see a concert there about 2 years ago. So I've actually been there. So yeah, it is a nice stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, and they
So
do quite a lot of info around the history of like between the Metropolitano, as it was the Olympic Stadium, or they tried to bid for it, and then how they converted it into the football ground, similar to the West Ham situation and the Etihad.
oh wow, oh interesting. That's an interesting.
It was a failed
thing to
attempt
hear.
for the Olympics, apparently.
Oh wow.
Was that the same Olympics that they gave to Brisbane?
Yes.
2032. Yeah.
Let's hope.
Which is
Let's.
which is funny because I think Manchester finished second to Sydney for the 2000 games.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't remember
Wait a
the
minute.
results, but they mentioned
See-
that. But it is
Yeah.
well worth it.
So Harry, but again, are you going to be like on the lower floor because of the disabled area, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, the lower floor. So you have a good close up of it. Well, I hope. Well, I'm pretty sure you have a good view. Let's just hope you celebrate and hopefully you'll stay safe. Let's just hope the Madristas don't come up to you.
Yeah, Hong, have you been to Madrid before with the police?
No. Thankfully, I haven't.
Be
but I'll
careful,
probably
because the police can be a bit full on with the English fan base.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. So
I remember
I'll
when
have to.
I remember when we were out there in the Pellegrini season. I saw footage of like 80-year-old lads who'd been going to the city for decades. Would just walk into their seats and then out of nowhere, a policeman would just belt them over their legs with
Exactly
a truncheon
that.
or something. Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
done it
but-
to me.
yeah. Shit.
Wow.
I
You
got
guys
manhandled.
do something about it or no?
I think
Yeah.
I think they're just briefed with this mentality of just like if it's an English team, they're all basically Millwall.
Yeah, I think you know what. Like me personally, like I can only speak for myself on this one. I just want to watch. I just want to watch City play, not get attacked and manhandled, and that's what that's what I want to do. I mean, like, and apparently there will be some City delegates there, at the away
Yeah, but
section.
they
If I'm
can't really
correct.
interfere with policing measures, can they?
So repeat that.
Yeah, they can't really interfere with the policing measures because obviously they've got to follow their laws over here.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I've got
You
to be
set foot in that country, you got to follow their laws. It is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just have to hopefully listen. I just want to say I just want to watch a football match.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not here to cause trouble. That's all I'm here to do. Yeah, I'm just here to watch a football
No,
match.
no worries,
That's it.
mate. Well, listen, on here we post every comment, whether you paid or you haven't. Good luck with Judge Mo Martin. Stand your ground, sir. We'll come and join us tomorrow, 2 p.m. Anyway, right, we're going to wrap it up. Final thoughts, gentlemen. Who wants to go first?
Does anybody has a suspicious feeling that Savio is starting tomorrow?
Martin alluded to that.
I could see it happening.
Pray for Madrid.
City win 3-2.
Pray for Madrid. Pray for Madrid. If Savio started, pray for Madrid. Whoa,
Yeah.
I'm- All VOS is I go to Madrid safe, watch the match, hopefully we win, and I get back to my hotel safe.
Oh
That's
wait,
all. That's all.
is Franco Mastantuano? Is he hurt or is he playing?
He's injured now.
He's injured.
Well, the rumoured injuries are you ready for this? Because there's quite a fucking lot of them apparently. I don't believe it.
Mastantuano's not. Franco's not listed as injured.
Oh,
He's out. No, I don't think he played like last game.
These Wonder Kids.
The injury. I can show you the injury list actually because I got it. I'm on the Madrid.
Well, I'm going to
media.
send you all over to Tariq's Talkback Tuesdays.
What is
If
that?
you want to go over there.
What is that?
Tariq is currently doing Talkback Tuesdays, which is another calling show. If you want to go and have your say on there, I may pop on if they're still going. I'm just going to redirect you all to it.
Is this a YouTube radio show or a UK?
No, it's YouTube, yeah.
Oh,
Talkback Tuesdays. So I'm going to send you all over there now. Mankway Raid in the chat all. Thank you all. Hong, Briggsy, safe travels.
Thank you so much.
Safe. Look after yourselves. Pat, thank you.
I'm going to head off to work, mate. So I'll leave you guys to it. All good. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everyone in the chat.
Yep.
Thank you
Talk to you
for all
soon,
the
all right?
super chats, your amazing support, your birthday messages. We'll be back early next week. We may be back Thursday day. I apologise. There's just loads going on. I'm going to go and have a nice birthday few days. Enjoy all. You're all legends. And as always, up the Blues. Take care all.